glitch in the matrix. A swing. I like swings. When's the last time you got on a swing?
A while.
Yeah, dude, it's fun. I have one in my backyard. I'm afraid it's gonna break them.
Well, I was about to say, just go get some new chains at Home Depot and a tire and see what we can drill some whole shit in it.
Well, you know what? I mean, you look at it and it's never budged. So I feel like I could still swing on it. It's in the backyard there. It came with the house.
I'll get a message going, Ray, it budged.
All right, that's all.
I try not to.
Really? Because you talk. Well, now you're talking about it. Also, you put it on Facebook all the time just to piss people off.
Yeah.
Which is a little. Listen. Now that I know you as well as I do, it's funny to me because I see people like making a terrible mistake.
You're just like,
yeah. Like people just making the terrible mistake of getting into an argument with you. Like
I know.
I say all the time. It's like trying to argue that you try to argue the sky isn't blue, and someone's like, "It's right there. It's fucking blue." And they're pulling their hair out.
It's turquoise. It's
like,
turquoise.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside of the knockdown in the third, I had Francis Ngannou winning on points by multiple rounds, 2, 3, maybe even 4 rounds. How on earth do you score this fight for Tyson Fury?
You knew there was no way, dude. You knew there was. Sorry, before I get to it, sorry, I was just gonna say you knew there was no way the judges were gonna give it was never gonna happen no matter what Francis did. He was not gonna get 2 out of 3 judges on this card. It's too bad for boxing if he loses. I've never ever seen a fight where I saw it and I'm like that didn't happen though. That didn't happen. Like I honestly saw. Still to this day, I don't believe that happened.
No, not at all. I do not. I don't get it. I don't understand what the hell. Like, okay,
it's gone full WWE, man. There's not like, no, dude. That wasn't real. That didn't actually happen. No. Bro Bro Plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, Bro Bro Plata. Happy birthday to us. This will probably be the last one. What? I don't know if that's true. Ray, we did it. We get 4 years. We earned our bachelor's in nonsense to no one.
Yes.
From YouTube University. Happy. From YouTube University. We graduated MAGA Yell Loudly.
I'm so happy. I didn't think we had the grades for it. How did we have?
It's the opposite. You got to get straight D's to get MAGA Yell Loudly.
Perfect. Yay. I can see that being an actual graduation category at one point. MAGA Yell Loudly.
Yeah.
MAGA loudly enough. He's in.
That's the great Brett Terhune thing for his character on the internet. I graduated MAGA Yell Loudly from YouTube University. That's great. And at one point, MAGA Yell Loudly was trending. I think he got it trending at one point.
I like it. It's a good hashtag to have. I think I'll add it to the show after it goes live. MAGA Yell Loudly and see.
So what did you say? Pulse is dead. He drowned in the hurricane. That's what you said. That's what you said to me.
I most certainly did.
Yes, you did.
No.
You said he isn't safe.
Well, he's not. He's
but he
Houston,
has power.
So it's
That's what you said, right? You said he's not safe, but he has power. Is that what you said?
He does not have power currently. Does Pulse?
I got it backwards. My bad. Well, listen, I think by the time it hit, they downgraded it to a tropical storm. So I mean, it still
dangerous.
sucks. It still sucks, and I'm sure they lost power. I was in Houston for Hurricane Ike, which definitely hit. That was a Cat 4, I think, and that sucked. And we didn't have power for over a week, and it blew. Blew big chunks. And that was 2008, so I didn't have a smartphone. So and it was fucking hot, just hot for a week. Trying to find a generator. We had to get up early multiple times, try to get a generator. We got one eventually, but yeah.
Your uncle's offering you up as sacrifice for one of them at one point.
Maybe. What about my grandparents? But yeah.
All right. Well, your grandparents. they fancy you out, like they just turn
Maybe.
you out for a generator.
Maybe they spent the last dollar they have to get me a new dancing dress. I look good in it though.
Then
It's
you
my color.
turned back and said, "Grandma, what do I do?"
Yep. She said the waltz. Do the Charleston.
Which
I
mean, at the
my
time,
Charleston brings all the girls to the yard. What? Sorry, that was dumb, but I liked it. Very dumb, but I'm still a fan of it. I'm pro that joke. Anyway, so Paul's probably won't be here. I'm assuming because he's MIA. We don't know where he is.
Yeah, he's
he could be in a canoe somewhere in Galveston. I don't know.
Oh boy, just floating by the Galleria Mall.
Maybe just like going rooftop to rooftop, hanging out with people.
At one point, he just grabs a katana and becomes their Michonne. Like, he's great at what he does.
The scariest thing about not having power is he has a dog, and he lives in Texas. So hopefully, his dog doesn't die. Hopefully, he can figure out a way to keep that thing hydrated.
Yeah,
shave it.
He's probably got a contingency plan.
Mine would be head north.
Yeah, at least to Oklahoma. Like I'd be fine with Oklahoma. You got tornadoes, but you'll be fine.
I mean, we're actually getting like the back end rain of it now a little bit, but
tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and I haven't worked in a week, so this has been a bit of a.
Did you get fired? You didn't tell me.
Oh, shut up! Don't say that. I'm hearing that the entire time.
Are you doing anything that would get you fired?
No.
If you're a model employee, then you shouldn't care that I say that, because obviously it's a joke.
I'm not a model employee, but like
he's an ugly one.
I'm known for my dapper good looks. No, my truck. I went to do an evil demon job known as a bedbug job. And my truck was just like screeching. Like it felt like my brakes were completely fucked up. But when I was heading home after the job, everything just went out completely. Just everything like went out on the highway. So I have a new country song coming out called "My Truck on the Highway." And
truck on the highway. Okay, gotcha.
I can't drive it anymore.
There you go.
So I haven't had a work vehicle since.
If you're going my way, I'll suck your dick for a ride. Oh, sorry. Moving on. Sorry.
All right home.
Wow. I'm gonna blow you all right home. Wow.
And then give you a Walmart gas card for your trouble.
That sounds like a good deal, honestly. Someone should take that deal.
But yeah, man. So I haven't worked in like 2 days. It's going on 3. Thursday, I think I'm just gonna hop in the Subaru and actually go grab the shit and fucking do my shit in my personal vehicle. They've offered probably to pay for the fucking, or they've offered to pay for gas, so won't have to worry about that. But like,
surprised they didn't already just tell you to do that.
They offered it, and I was like, I don't really want to. I feel weird pulling up to someone's house. You know, it looks unprofessional.
Yeah, but don't they want you to work? I'm surprised they weren't just like, use your own damn car. All right, we'll reimburse you. Fucking, that's it. But just use your own.
Also,
damn
I
car.
have PTO, so it's a good way to use those too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
I don't have any paid time off. But.
Okay, so you're using it. All right.
Yeah, I'm burning some days because I've already got days approved in September. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got to do my thing, but. I just wanted to see if they'd be able to get it done so I didn't have to drive my car. Like, that's like the last ditch effort kind of thing. Plus, I can't with the OVI insurance. Like, I'm bonded to that car or that truck. So,
you know what? How about you be like Cleveland's only bicycle bug man?
Oh, God. My legs
are
on a bike.
Bug man on a, yeah, okay.
Bug man on a bike. Bug man on a bike. He said bug man on a bike all day. That Bug man on a bike this Saturday on Fox.
That is like a 19 1980s straight to or a made-for-TV movie. Bugman on a bicycle.
Bugman on a bicycle. He was a man walking around doing pest control.
Young whippersnapper John Travolta is the bicycle by Bugman.
We really need to get you a bike, Elroy. We need to get you something to get this pest control company off the ground. How about a Schwinn?
There we go.
Bugman on a bicycle.
Jason Bateman stars. Sure. Anyway, yeah, okay, that was terrible.
Ray Romano is Bugman on a bicycle.
Huh? All right, that's my best Ray Romano.
Holy crap.
That's my best. That's my best Ray Romano.
No, Deborah, you can't. It's almost there. Yeah, it's my best.
My brain's not working, dude. I didn't sleep very good last night, and I haven't slept since I got home. I just got home at 4:30. And then I went to the game. So I'm excited to sleep in my bed tonight, and I would sleep all day tomorrow, but I have to take my mother to a tomorrow. So
ooh.
Yeah, poor mom is prepping for that right now.
Yeah, that sounds like heaven on earth right there.
Well, we talked about it a couple years ago when I had mine. It honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It wasn't really.
Just the next couple days hurt. But,
no, really nothing hurts.
Oh.
Although that first time you go to the bathroom after it looks like there was a fucking massacre in the toilet.
I can't imagine.
Am I finally turning into a woman? Yeah.
I don't know whether to call my mom or CSI.
Time for my quinceañera. Anyway,
Aw. You're gonna get a Prius cake.
Yeah, a couple girls on my niece's team are Puerto Rican, so their sisters have already had them, so and they're huge deals, and they spend silly money. It's freaking crazy. So she's already excited to go to her teammates in a couple years whenever they hit that. So they look awesome. I'm like, you're not having one. No quinceañera for the whites.
Nah, that's called a sweet 16 for rich girls.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have that either. Nothing like that, really. We'll do hamburgers.
I feel like that went out of style with the television show. Like the television
I'm sure. No, I'm sure
expose.
rich people still do it. I'm sure rich people still do it.
Man, I would kill my kid if this If this podcast ever took off and we were making sweet 16 child money. I would bury my children in the lake after one little complaint about the money I'd be dropping.
Right. The goal is to make sweet 16 child bride money. That's the kind of money we need to bring. I'm not saying we do it.
Bride money. That's for you. I have a girlfriend.
I'm not.
Right?
I'm not saying. Right. If you make enough money, you could have more than one. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I wouldn't do it, but I want to have enough money that I could pull it off and no one would say anything because I'm so rich, like Ted Nugent.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yes, I don't want to do it, but I want to be able. I want to be rich enough that I know I could do it. Like murder. I also want to be rich enough that I could murder my wife and know that if I wanted to, I would get off. Not sexually. I mean, from the law. Maybe sexually too. I don't know. I've never tried it, but I don't want to kill anyone. I'm just saying that's the kind of rich you want to be. You want to be OJ rich. At the time.
Yeah. That would be
At
nice.
The time. Yeah.
So, well, MC Hammer lost his house. So, I mean, I don't want to have the Bro Bro Plata logo taken off of the thing. Because you said
What?
Hammer time.
What?
Did you say Hammer time?
I did not say Hammer time. No.
Oh, I thought you said Hammer time. Like he lost his house. OJ did too, but he still had a couple.
I said at the time. At the time he had money. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
He no longer has money because he is deceased. Anyway.
Well, yes. Hopefully his kids get all that pension money now.
Brain's falling apart. What are we going to talk about today? Nothing. Hi, 2 Joints. How are you, buddy?
Hey, 2 Joints. Good to see you, buddy. I have no fucking clue. I mean, I'm
Soapy
dealing
Pulse
with
would be here, fucking slacking off, swimming in the streets, standing in bread lines. Come on, man. You got shit to do.
Going down streets like Fievel when the water took him.
Yeah.
That was a sad movie. Nobody ever talks about how sad that
It's
movie
been a very,
was.
very long time since I've seen it. And I definitely have seen it, but I was a child, so it's been a long time.
I got high and watched it, I think.
That
recently.
doesn't surprise me at all. And I'm sure you cried and laughed through all of it.
A lot of it, yeah.
Somewhere. All right.
All right. But hey, man, you like what you like. I like singing mice in the West. All right.
Fine. That's fine. Whatever.
The second one to me is better. Like Fievel Goes West is one of the best fucking animated films ever made.
Okay.
And I actually made a Charles Bluth reference in our description today. We're calling us the Grand Chawhee of podcasts. That was the name of the horse whose birthday it was in All Dogs Go to Heaven.
I gotcha. So we this is our anniversary. 4 years ago today, we put up our first episode, I believe. First episode, episode 1. And 4 years later, we are on 323. And the same amount of followers, I think. Same amount of subs. Almost. No. But what are we at? 189? I'll take it.
189. We're 11 away from me having to get a tattoo. So if you're watching,
how much for a face tattoo? 4 years ago today, you guys lost a bet, and here we are. Did I lose a bet? I may have lost a bet.
No, it was me just randomly being like, dude, we should do a fucking MMA podcast because I was bored as shit.
I'm like, Ray, I will only do a podcast. I will do a podcast with you if the world ends. All right. That's what has to happen for me to do a podcast with you, is that we all need to be locked in our house for months on end with nothing to do. That's the only way on earth I would ever do this with you.
And then you waited 4 months afterwards in July to say, all right, let's do a podcast.
I guess it's real. Yeah.
Fauci doesn't know what he's talking about.
I guess, man.
Let's get an episode kicked off because we questioned the WHO.
Maybe. Oh, that was you.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that was back when you couldn't even say mask and they flag you. So.
Oh yeah. You couldn't say shit on this fucking on this platform at all. Like, thank God that has changed so fucking much, man.
Yay.
I want to bring up, and we'll
think we're shadow banned.
We'll slowly bring this game back, but I do want to play a clip from everybody's least favorite game. If I can find
soccer?
Oh. I wish it was soccer. I wish hockey was everybody's favorite sport, but it's not.
Sounds like, well, move the fucking Canada. There you go.
All
the toothless tank women you want.
I can't go there for 9 years, bro.
Oh, that's right. I can't. I got a few left. I'm getting close though. I think I'm gonna plan a trip in 2027. I'm gonna go see the Guards play in Toronto.
I like it.
Although I probably should call first to make sure I am allowed. They may have changed shit.
Man.
Oh, here we go. Which one is this? Is this the snot one?
This is me vomiting 4 times. Tequila Quences.
It's a live video of Ray walking in on me in the bathroom and Vegas.
So when I see a trans man walk in, just
Did Ray freeze? Pukity. Did he snot again? You did. Wipe your nose. Oh, gosh. That's the worst, man. You explode like a fucking party favor.
When he sneezes, this guy looks like a party favor.
What I looked up today is I'm like, I wonder what celebrities share their birthday with Bro Bro Plata. I wonder which ones.
Okay.
There are three that I feel worth mentioning. Well, one was someone who's no longer with us, but his birthday was July 9th. The late, great Bon Scott. Bon Scott.
Ooh.
We've got the biggest balls of them all. Bon Scott, the original lead singer of AC/DC. He's no longer with us, but he was July 9th. Also, I just watched a movie with my niece with starring this guy when he was a child, Fred Savage. Fred Savage is 48 years old today.
Really?
Yes.
48?
Yes.
Only 48.
Yes.
When was hold on. When was
What Wonder Years was the 90s.
I swear I thought it was the late 80s to like mid 90s, right?
Wasn't that show in the late 90s, but it was like a period piece for the or something like that?
It was the guy looking back.
So it was
his
his
time in the 60s.
Okay, yeah. So it was like a period piece. Okay. And the big one. This is a big one. You know what? We got a good one.
January 31st, 1988, by the way. So
okay.
yeah, it was like
right.
started in
late 80s, early 90s. One of the biggest actors alive, one of the GOATs, shares his birthday with Bro Bro Plata. That's right. The one, the only Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks' birthday today. That's right.
What'd you say?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, baby. Also, since Pulse isn't here, let me just do this.
Let's run everybody off.
Remain to be champion.
I wanted to make a 4-year anniversary song today, but I just didn't have time. Didn't get a chance to do it. I was in a car a long time.
I think this was the one Whodad that we all look back on as the best Whodad. I believe this is the Whodad where your brother thought that was Michelle Obama.
Yeah, just that's not my favorite. Go ahead, play it.
Come on, why isn't that playing?
I don't know the rules.
Come on, fucker. Bit over. God damn it.
Why isn't it working?
Yeah, I don't know. Look at my straight face. Bitch. Whatever. All right. Well, bit over.
My favorite Whodad is maybe been the first one when I showed him a picture of Rolling Stone frontman Mick Jagger, and he goes, "Oh man, I just saw him in Superman, or no, in Spider-Man. I just saw him in Spider-Man. I know he's in Spider-Man. I just saw that. I'm like, what? Like, you think that's Willem Dafoe?"
Yeah, when he got the Willem Dafoe one, I questioned a lot of things for your brother. I'm like, how? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get him back on for that. We haven't done this since like March, so we need to do that. Well, that was fun. But I will say that when we started doing this, I honestly did not think we were going to be doing it for 4 years.
Not at all, man. I'm
so
very happy.
Like, what would you say if you knew you were going to be doing it for 4 years? I'm like, fuck that, no. Hello, D-Man.
Hey, D-Man, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, expecting 4 years out of like anything like this, you either have to be really insane or really bored enough to do it. And I guess we have definitely made the first one for sure, or second one for sure, where it's just boredom led to this monstrosity of a podcast.
Yeah. You know what everyone's saying now, Ray? The same thing everybody says at a Biden convention or a Biden rally. 4 more years. 4 more years. Then
there
you can die.
Cognitive issues. There are no cognitive issues.
Then you can die. Bring in the broad. Bring in the broad.
Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a doctor in the house?
I mean, to be honest, he's just really just kind of normal 81-year-old. But just 81-year-olds just shouldn't be president in general.
Yeah.
In general, what's Gene Hackman doing? He's like 90, right? Can we get him?
Hackman, we could try to get Hackman.
He hasn't been, he hasn't been in the spotlight for over a decade. So I'm assuming that he probably isn't doing great. He's hanging in there.
He's probably like, hanging out in a chair going, I used to be in the moving pictures.
I used to coach the Hoosiers.
He starts singing the song from Mississippi Burning. And just
I tried to watch that recently, and I just had to get through it. I need to get back there.
Dude, when he starts singing the thing where he's like,
it's in the beginning, right? It's in the beginning. So the movie starts.
I know. Oh my God. You know what makes this a great fourth episode or fourth anniversary, Tim?
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me.
He just took a sip of some greatness that he's been drinking on for a very long time now. Maz from the MMA holes, baby. What's up, sir? How you been?
What's up, fellas? How you doing? Well, happy birthday-versary.
Thank you. Like I said, it's 4 years. We got our bachelor's in nonsense to nobody from YouTube University. We did it.
Nice. Wow, 4 years, huh? That's a long time.
It's a long time to have no progress.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we don't care. Obviously, we don't care. We just keep showing up because the alternative is doing nothing. So we keep doing it. But you know what? It would be a lot worse if it wasn't for you, and we do thank you for that. Thank you for being here, sir.
Hey, it's good to be here. It's an honor to be here on the 4-year anniversary of this beautiful channel. I just got back from the pool.
How's that?
It was nice. Well, when you have two young, screamers, it gets interesting. But nothing a little happy dad can't cure. I'm drinking the gayness, guys. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, look at this.
Wait, what is that? I don't even know what that is. What is?
You don't know what happy dad is?
No.
Ray, would you care to tell Tim what this is?
He doesn't know either. Ray doesn't know either.
I have no idea what Happy Dad is.
Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't say what it is then. It's
we're gonna make fun of you.
You ever hear of the influencers, the intolerable influencers, the Nelk Boys? Steve will do it.
Yeah.
Those lunatics.
Not me. I'm sure Ray does. I don't know.
Okay, they're insufferable. They're very annoying, but very, very successful. I'm not a seltzer guy. In fact, I stopped drinking really. And tonight's a special night. I like the weed, but these guys, these young kids that they're hand in hand with Dana White right now. Anything Dana White does, the Nelk Boys are attached to. They're gambling together, doing all this crap, and they come up with this freaking no sponsor. They come up with this freaking seltzer that's called Happy Dad, and they're making a fortune. It's in every store right now, like zero sugar type, electrolyte type, novelty drink, but it tastes good. It's actually pretty good. So on
what?
I like to suck a dick and then drink one.
Yeah, you might as well. Well, that should be the commercial too. If you ever parched after going down on your fella, that's a good.
Did you see? You ever seen the commercial? Sean O'Malley has a commercial.
Of course he does.
It's the faggiest commercial for this product. Like, I feel horrible drinking this. I don't feel like a man at all. But Sean O'Malley, he has this. I mean, you got to Google this commercial. It's terrible. I'm not even going to talk about it. It's horrible.
I'm bringing it up right now.
Okay, we're pulling it up. We have to see
just
it.
Jizz. He's drinking jizz, everybody.
Straight jizz. That's fine.
Yeah. Jizz, delicious jizz.
I got the thumbnail alone.
I'm drinking Buffalo Trace today, actually, like a man does.
Nice. Why are you always drinking out of like a 7-Eleven cup? What's the origin?
It's not a 7-Eleven cup. This is a cup that I got from a minor league baseball game. Thank you very much. The Akron Rubber Ducks, and someone's child is on it. It looks like he's missing. I don't think he is though.
And sipping out of a kid's head.
I know, right out of the head, and he looks a little. I'm not gonna say. I don't know the kid, so I'm not gonna say it. But you can make your own conclusions. But his head looks giant. I'm like, there's no way this is the correct proportions on this child. Looks like his head is 3 times bigger than his body. So lollipop of a child.
the music video Black Hole Sun, where everyone's faces were getting stretched out
Sure,
by Soundgarden?
maybe.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, this is the commercial.
All right, we'll watch that. Great.
I play this
purple hair.
Yes, it's the most unwatchable thing ever, but enjoy.
Fantastic.
What's up, guys? It's Sugar Sean O'Malley, and after a fight, after I knock someone out, I like to drink a low carbonated Happy Dad. I forgot the lines already. What's up, guys? My name is Sugar Sean O'Malley, and the only thing that gets me hard is a Happy Dad hard seltzer. Come on, champ. Goddamn superstar. What am I doing here reading lines, man? Make sure you can see me watching there. What was my line? Moving on. Drinking skinny cans is for losers.
Of course he does that.
That's why I drink hard seltzer. Happy Dad.
Now,
I feel like they were
question, Oz,
actually
how
trying
many
to do.
times has he had liquid spray on him at while in the hotels? Anybody know?
Well, he likes to watch his wife have liquid sprayed on her as he sits in the cuck seat. You know,
that's fine.
I can
That's
see that.
going around in the UFC now. Apparently, it's the new thing. That's fine. You win fights, you're allowed to do whatever you want. Sure, you can do whatever you want either way.
Yeah, you don't need to watch the rest of it. It's terrible.
No, I have a feeling that they actually tried to do a serious commercial with him. They just kept fucking up. They're like, you know what? We'll just make it look like we did it this way on purpose.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley. I respect everything he's done in the UFC. But it's the weirdest thing with Sean O'Malley, right? Like sometimes he speaks fact. He's self-aware. He understands he'll never be Conor. Like he thinks he's gonna, he says maybe one day I'll be like, as a megastar like Conor. But like the way he talks, his podcasts, his whiny voice, his everything else is like, I can't stomach him. Did you see him in the ocean with Jake Paul and a shark? Swam up to them. Did you see this?
No, I didn't. When you said ocean with Jake Paul, I'm thinking of like the Rocky 3 beach scene.
Yeah, he was sucking Jake Paul's dick in the on the beach, and no, they're
having a happy dog.
Yeah, they're promoting some sort of like cologne or something that they went in business together. I don't know if you heard about it. These fucking guys.
I'm just like, what could it possibly smell like, dude? Like they already make Axe
like a clown.
What could it just? It's just.
You smell like a fucking
like straight
act.
ether. Yeah, it's just. You ever wonder what Monster Energy drink smells like? All right.
Yeah, they're all fucking annoying.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm gotten after, especially after the loss to Tommy Fury. I got off the Jake Paul like shit. Sean O'Malley, as long as he wins fights, I'm cool with him. But like, I don't really follow anything. Hey, Jess, JBM on screen.
Scare her away, you asshole. Right.
I know. That's what I do, Tim. I scare women off. We all know this.
Point. That's a good
I don't know
point.
what the hell this thing is over here. I don't know what the hell.
Youngin.
Hi. Demon spawn attack.
I'm sure it's looking at me like, what the fuck is that thing? That's what most little kids do when they see me. They're like, I don't know what that is. I don't.
Run away, and it's just he just walks. But no,
right.
Yeah, dude. The loss to Tommy Fury was the thing that got me off. Like anything Jake Paul does. Like I don't care the fact that he's fighting Perry. Like who cares? No, Perry's gonna beat his ass. I think.
I'm trying to embrace this cringe. Like that Masvidal Diaz. You guys watch that?
No, gosh, no. I didn't lose a bet. No,
I tried to.
I wasn't being held hostage. No, I didn't watch.
Down.
Okay.
What's that?
I tried to, but like the video sites that I go to for like day after content had it taken down already. So like apparently either it was that good that people are like, we need to have people pay for it, or they just scrubbed it from the internet completely. I'm not quite sure.
Which do you think is actually true?
That Diaz won. I was hoping for Nate to win that.
Yeah. I got a link for you guys that's pretty solid. This shit, I got rid of cable and all my sports I watch on this, and it's like, dude, it's nuts. I'm not gonna say it on here, but I'll shoot it via DM. So this, I didn't want to watch it either. I hate Masvidal. Like I can't fucking stand him. He drives me nuts. Every time he opens his mouth, I want to fling my head through the window. Do you like him, Tim?
No, I'm the same way. This is the one guy I really talk shit about ever. Is
Masvidal. That's why I was pointing at him like Tim's the same way.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, ever since he went after Colby at a fucking restaurant after he couldn't beat him in a real fight, I'm like, that guy's a bitch. That's what a bitch is. He's a bitch.
Yeah.
And I don't say that about anybody, but I say it about Masvidal, and I would say it to his face.
Yeah, so I met him in 2017, I think, or late 2016 when we started the channel. I was at a regional event, and we were doing like ring interviews and stuff like that. I was like weaseling my way into like all these regional scene shit that went on. Like I didn't know what the difference between pro and Ami was at the time. Like I was just like, yeah, give me the mic, I'll interview these guys. And Masvidal showed up, and he was like the nicest guy in the world. And this is right before he was going to fight Damian Maia. And he was showing off his watch on our stream. And he was like, look, I just bought this watch. I spent the purse before I knock out Damian Maia, talking all the shit. And we all know what happened. He lost. He borrowed money from my buddy to buy lunch. And he's like, yo, I'll get you back. I'll hit you back. And never circled back around, that stingy fuck. And I'm glad he lost that fight. You know, I'm glad. But he was a nice guy in person.
He pulled a Stuttering John?
Yeah. He just, I don't know why Stuttering John did that too.
Stuttering John does that to fucking everybody. I've been following a thing called the Dabbleverse. That's like people from like the Howard Stern show just messing constantly with Stuttering John to the point where he cries. Like it's a lot of fun to watch, but yeah, Stuttering John's done that to several fucking people and never paid them back.
Okay. Yeah, I know he blocked me, John. I don't know why. I called him a stuttering prick. All I said was, how you doing, you stuttering prick? He instantly blocked me. I'm like, bro, like you've been called a stuttering prick your entire career. Like it's not an insult. Like
that's
you are
his name.
Yeah. And he blocked me for that. Like instantly blocked me. But I see, yeah, like KC and what was it? Shuli? He's involved in all that stuff too. Yeah. Like where they're all circling around him.
Shuli.
Yeah.
Funny. Yeah, Bob Levy, all those guys. I watch every day. I was watching today actually them do an emergency show for Stuttering John because he was starting to mouth off, and they just fuck with him constantly, make fun of the way he looks. Hey,
youngin.
Got a one.
That's
Hello.
Ellie, what are they doing there? That's the new co-host of the MMA holes when I drop dead.
It's in your will.
Like it.
Yeah, just handing it down to them, and they'll just they'll do the little dances. You know what's funny? I'm a big Howard Stern guy. Like, well, from back in the day. Now he's like,
he's normalized. How dare him?
I mean, have you listened to him? Did you listen to the Biden interview with Stern? I mean, even if you're Team Biden, I mean, you want to vomit. It was pretty bad.
But regardless, pretty good. Yeah,
it was brutal. But I cringe when I listen to him now. But he still could pull off an interview. As long as there's no politics surrounded by it, he can still pull it off. But back in the day, they had a show called The Nasty Show, where Casey hosted it. Yucko the Clown, one of the greatest comedians of all time, right? Do you guys know Yucko?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a joke. What is it? The Jews on the bus go in the oven, and honks the horn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Quality entertainment.
He's great. MTV back. He had his own MTV show back in the day. Remember?
Yeah, Yucko's the man. Yucko. When we went to this Nasty Show, I had Bob Levy was eating blue cheese out of a girl's ass.
He does. I've seen him do that. He does. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys know, right? So The Nasty Show is just that, right? As soon as we went down the stairs, we had a big crew, and Yucko greets us, and he goes, "Jesus, party of 12." He goes, "That's the first thing he fucking says to us." I don't know what happened to Yucko. What happened to that guy? I mean, you would think he would have longevity with
He's still around.
Is he really?
He's still around, but I don't know what he's doing. I've heard Shuli talk about it, the fact he's still around and stuff, but I do miss Yucko because that TV show that had like the koala on it, and then it would have him going up to like interview people, like completely fucking with them. Yucko was a classic MTV character from the early 2000s. That was my dad, who was like a super kind of conservative / like socially conservative dude, fucking loved Yucko. Absolutely thought he was one of the greatest things walking fucking television when he was around, man. I love
one of the funniest things he did. Do you remember when he did this thing where they had this gas station shooter where this guy was sniping people at gas stations, and Yucko showed up at the gas station with a bullseye on his back and just honking his horn. Dude, was hilarious. So fucking funny, man.
I love that shit,
We
man.
need comedy like that again,
Last time I saw Bob Levy, he asked me, he just comes up to me and goes, "You have credit card debt?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You have credit card debt?" I'm like, I mean, I guess. He's like, I have a debt consolidator you gotta use. She's great. And he gave me your cards, like, drop my name. I'm like, all right, Bob.
That guy's
Just randomly
nuts.
came out of nowhere. I'm like, all right.
Do you hear about the thing with Levy where he confronted Dave Chappelle for stealing that joke? That, I mean, it's like the oldest joke in the book. What the fuck was the joke? Shit. Do you guys remember?
I've heard of, but I've never
I know.
seen. Like, is there video of it?
So yeah, he did it on Stern. So Dave Chappelle was on, and he's like, "I'm gonna beat you like I beat my dick," or something like that. That's like the joke. Like, I mean, that joke seems like it's been around forever, right? I'm gonna beat you like I beat my dick.
That may have been the first joke.
Oh, you're talking about the beat my dick like it owes me money thing. Yeah,
That's it. Yes,
okay.
That's the joke. Yeah,
it was the Sesame Street episode. Yeah.
Bob Levy claims that he created that joke.
Okay.
Of course he does.
There's another guy that I won't say his name, but this one comic's like, everybody says I do my whole old street jokes. Like, but I wrote all those jokes. Like, there's no way you wrote all those jokes, man. I've heard 1,000 people you do these jokes. There's no way you wrote all of them.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people are crazy, man. I don't know. Like, have you ever had a guy or a gal steal any of your jokes? Have you ever gone to a club and say, "Holy shit, that's my joke"?
No, but Ray has stolen other people's jokes. We've talked about that before. When he was a young gun, he used to do that.
It's called starting out, brother.
I didn't do it when I started out.
You learn how to do jokes by stealing.
That's not how it works.
But
that's funny.
No, I mean, no. There's only like one other guy who does jokes about being fat and having Tourette's syndrome, and I know him, and he wouldn't take my jokes. So,
oh my god,
what do you guys think about jokes when go ahead. What?
What do you think about? For the first time, I live under a rock. The first time last night, I listened to Kill Tony. I've never heard it before, but we got people in our audience that are mad that we go live on Mondays because they're like, really? Kill Tony's live. I'm like, what? Isn't that guy gay? Like, no offense to the gays, but I mean, like, what is that? And I listened last night. It's actually not bad. They got some, decent people coming up and making fools of themselves.
Tony Hinchcliffe is from the ghetto of Youngstown.
Was he?
That's actually true. He's from Ohio. He's from Youngstown.
Yeah, he's from Youngstown.
He's been doing that. They've been doing that show a while. It just got really huge recently, but yeah, it's they used to tour it. I know some people who have been on it, but it's basically somebody goes up, does a minute, and then he just like rat on them for as long as they want. They just shit on them for as long as they want. And sometimes guys are great, and that happens too. But a lot of times it's just them shitting on new comics, which is I don't know where Ray went. He'll be back. I don't know. But yeah, I'm aware of Kill Tony. I know some people that have done it and done pretty decent on it. But the thing is now, if you get on it and you get a clip, like there's guys on Kill Tony who do they have 1 minute sets with their headlining comedy clubs because they get so big so fast because of the traffic of their clips.
Wow. Yeah, there was a guy last night from Canada that apparently moved to the States and now this is his full-time gig. Like this dude is killing it just from being on Kill Tony. So
is it the deaf guy or not deaf guy? The guy who doesn't talk? He's Canadian.
He's like this. He was like a heavy set dude. This dude was blatantly racist. Like, I mean, he didn't even give a fuck. Which
there's a lot of that on Kill Tony, dude. There's a lot of people doing jokes on Kill Tony that I'm like, dude, no club's ever gonna hire you. Yeah. But if they get enough traffic, they might. But
how is it getting monetized on YouTube? Like,
yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the thing. I don't hear that many people go on Kill Tony and like crush with a minute of clean shit. It's usually never that at all.
Yeah. Is your act? Is it dirty or what would you?
No, Ray's is. Mine kind of is. Mine's like PG-13. Although I could do a full set of clean, no problem. But I curse sometimes. That's about it. But no, Ray's is a lot dirtier than mine.
Oh yeah, my thing is I don't really care. Try to not use like fucking shit so much, but like a lot of my stuff is, it's genuinely me is the best way I can describe it.
Okay.
So yeah,
most of my stuff's just personal stuff, and it's not really that dirty until I bring out the rape fan joke, and then there's a rape fan joke.
Your best joke.
I hate that joke.
The rape van joke?
Yeah, it's a rape van joke.
Can you give us? Is it when?
No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I've told it thousands of times. And
I recorded it, put it up on our Instagram, and what does this freaking idiot do? Takes it down. I'm like,
Yeah, I
what
didn't
are
want it
you
out there.
doing?
didn't want it up there.
Ah,
That's got to
I'm
be
still
the trick.
using it. I don't want it online.
What about with AI and shit like that, and people probably getting stuff off the internet? Like, is it getting trickier now to get to stand out?
What I'm worried about is like people like Ray all of a sudden having like well-crafted jokes, and I'm like, how did this happen? How'd you just learn overnight how to write a joke? Like Ray's great on stage, but he'll tell you that his Achilles heel is the writing process.
yes.
So
if
all
you
of a
see
sudden
me in Arizona on tour, no, I'm only using AI jokes.
all of a sudden he'd
That's-
be using AI. ChatGPT, we started writing his jokes for him.
That would be great if you just openly said, "Hey, these jokes are AI. Hope you like them."
The thing is,
Yes.
people won't do that. They'll lie about it. Oh, did you see the guy? We were talking about him a couple weeks ago. It's this dude he has over 1 million followers on TikTok. He's a stand-up comedian, but all of his stand-up clips he makes in his apartment.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
he with a green screen
though?
and a laugh track. No, I mean it's the laugh track thing is so weird. It's weird. I mean, I don't know. He's getting dates now. He's getting gigs because of it. So I guess he's kind of won. But it's like a sociopathic thing to do. He's like making fake comedy club sets in his apartment and doing videos and adding a laugh track.
No, he
I'm like,
green
what the
screens
fuck?
it. There, you can.
I think
see
he does
the halo.
both. I think he does
you
both.
can definitely see like the halo around his head in certain miles. You know what I'm talking about. When you're chromed in like that, you'll get sometimes like a halo around your head, and you can tell that it's a stationary photo and nothing is fucking moving. It's weird, dude.
So he's trying to pretend like it's like legit.
Yeah.
That he's in front of a crowd.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like look at me killing. In reality, it's just him adding laugh tracks.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
weird.
It's insane.
I think about when Norm Macdonald was it during COVID, where he did that thing with no audience and he just kind of looked into a camera and did a set.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the weirdest shit ever. Like Norm is just he's a genius, right? But still, even in that, I mean, he had some jokes that were funny, but it was just really odd. Like I couldn't imagine just looking into a camera and telling jokes, even if they're good. How does it work?
Yeah, I never did a Zoom show. I never did one.
I watched one once, and it made me so fucking uncomfortable to watch, man. Harlan
Yeah,
Williams did the same thing. Harlan Williams has a special on top of a mountain in like Nevada or Arizona. It was on Netflix, and it was him just out in the wild telling jokes, peeing while he tells jokes. No audience, no nothing, and it's just Harlan Williams telling jokes. It's interesting.
Huh. That's I don't know.
Ray, you should do a special like that too. I mean, no one ever comes to your shows anyway, so it would just be you in an empty bar telling your jokes and people like unplugging the mic on you.
Call it "I own this bar."
How do you guys get nervous at all anymore? Like if you got like a crazy crowd or anything like that, does it
Depends.
I have I have anxiety issues, so I have anxiety about everything. But it's not any more than anything else. Well, the thing is, like, it's funny. Like the conscious part of my brain, part of my brain that makes sense is like, dude, you've done this a million times. There's no reason to be freaked out. But then, the other part of my brain freaks out about everything. So that's what it is. So consciously, or like the logical part of my brain is like, dude, this is fine. You've done this a million times. But once I get up there, it's usually fine.
Yeah,
It
like
depends
I
on
just did
who
a couple of
I'm
best man speeches, and my heart was beating out of my chest. So I could only imagine what the fuck you got. And I was in a band too, and I would like puke and shit my brains out before every fucking show.
Really?
So yeah, dude, I was so nervous.
I played in a band before I did stand up.
Oh, really?
So and before that I was doing musicals and shit in high school. So like I was always doing something, but stand up is kind of where I landed, and it is my favorite of all of them. But I do miss playing music though. I do miss that. But
awesome. What did you play?
I play keys, but I sang in that band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You should pick that back up, man. That's like
I do miss singing. I do love a good karaoke every now and then.
You should do what about a musical comedy act? Would you ever do something like that?
I thought about it a bunch. But I'm like, that's kind of stupid. I don't like it. Like even the best one, like the Stephen Lynch's or whoever who's good at it. I don't even like it. So I'm just like, I'm not really into it. Not really.
The funniest was what was that movie? Die. The one about the vampires.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason Segel and that's hilarious. Yeah. No, apparently the story behind that is that was a real pitch that he gave like Apatow or somebody. He's like, this is a real thing that he wanted. He wanted to do the Dracula musical with puppets, and he showed it to Apatow, and he's like, don't ever fucking show this to anybody ever. So he put it in his script.
Oh, it's so funny, man. That movie holds up. It still holds up.
I love that movie. I love that movie. That one's still hilarious. It's still one of my favorite comedies, probably ever. It's up there.
Where's the black guy? Where's the black guy tonight? He's not here tonight?
He is probably he probably drowned in Houston, man. There's a hurricane going through his town right now.
Man, I tell you what, Pulse is like he's fucking awesome. Like he really is. Like there's been a weird relationship we've had with him throughout the years. There was a time where I literally was terrified of him. He would send us pictures of his hand with the gun, like he's gonna kill us, right?
He hasn't done that to us, thank God.
Yeah, he was like the most horrible person in the chat at one point. And I remember telling Jess in the beginning, I was like, this fucking guy is a lunatic, man. This guy's gonna fucking kill us. And then he lied to us and told us he was in a wheelchair for a while. Then I felt bad. So I was like, all right, let me leave this guy alone. And then he went, like when he finally came on your show, I was like, this fucking guy's a normal dude. Like he's just
he's never done anything like that to us, dude. He's always been 100 with us. Always, he sends us Christmas presents. Like he's a sweetheart of a human being. Yeah. And one thing, because I mean, it was
for my birthday. For Christ's
he did for me too. He just sends us money. He's just the nicest guy. But one thing when I was freaking out about having him on, because I just didn't know who he was, and I'm like, dude, you can be anonymous on the show, that's fine, but you got to tell us who you are. If you're gonna work with us, and he had no problem with it. We know who he is. We know his government name. We know where he lives. So, but he's been really cool with us, and I love him. It's been great having him, and I hope he's all right. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, now he's in a raft.
He's in a raft down the street, right? Yeah, him and his dog are on a raft.
Volleyball.
I'm doing volleyball, going roof to roof.
Michelle Pereira is saving him and dogs on roofs. Oh my God!
Did you see that video, by the way, Maz, of Pereira on the inner tube on 4th of July?
It's so funny because he's like saving dogs, and it's like, what about the people? Like, is he letting the people drown and just saving animals?
What's he doing? Sucks to be you, amigo. All right. Come on, Poochie. Yeah.
4 legs only, buddy. 4 legs only.
Head kicking all the humans as he's just like driving by.
Cartwheel kick and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh God damn!
I didn't see it. What did you guys do for 4th of July? How was your 4th of July?
We had like the most ghetto 4th. I put the smallest fireworks possible. Like in Arizona, it's great. Like you could buy like whatever. You go to the grocery store, there's a tent, and you could buy bombs. Like you could just nuke the neighborhood. So I'm not quite used to that, but I put the smallest shit possible for little kids to play with, and then I forced my parents to sit on the roof, and we like it's total white trash. Like I went from New York, I got a fucking mullet going on here. Like I went all for it, man. Like I went New York, city slicker, the fade into the mullet on the roof with the parents watching the fireworks. I'm leaning into it. Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Isn't it scary to like not a good thing to shoot fireworks like in the dry climate? Get it like
Oh, it's retarded. Like it's nuts. It's fucking nuts. All you hear is sirens. You hear boom, boom, and sirens. Jesse got footage of an alien, which I've never seen before.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Like one that hopped the fence, or like what are you talking about?
Yeah, Mexican, right over the wall.
Right over the wall. High jump champion.
Yeah. There's a lot of those here. But cheap labor, great with tiles. No, it was the craziest shit. So I was high as a kite. My parents had a couple of drinks. They were pretty sober though, and Jessie had a couple in her. And I'm watching the fireworks off to the side, and all of a sudden these 2 lights pop up. I've never seen anything like this shit. Now I'm high, so I'm like, oh fuck, it's probably my brain playing tricks on me. I don't know. So I'm watching the fireworks. I'm like, leave me alone. I want to watch these fireworks. And my mom, who's sober, and Jess, who's like sort of intoxicated, she's like, look at these lights. So I look over, and these motherfuckers, I've never seen anything like it. They were moving in directions that you're not supposed to go in. Like an aircraft does not fly in these directions. And after this is going on for about 10 minutes, Jess? How long were the lights in the sky? Yeah, something around 10 minutes. They just vanished. They just evaporated in the sky.
Oh.
I mean, are you sure it wasn't a drone show?
I mean, no. These are just two lights, just
Two drones.
I mean, I don't know if drones evaporate. Maybe they do.
Well, I mean, they could shut the lights off and you would no longer see them.
Maybe, possibly. But I told them, I was like, you know
weather
what?
balloon.
Yeah, it was very strange. And the lights were very, very bright. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I'm just gonna say they're aliens. I'm just gonna go with that.
I was about to say, you believe in that? You believe in that stuff, right?
I think we'd be naive not to believe there's
aliens.
something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. There's got to be something out there, right? I don't know what the fuck's out there, but there's got to be something.
I saw my father, who lives in a different state. I just came from Northeast Pennsylvania. I drove 6 hours today. Anyway, but I saw them over the holiday, but my father gave me a long lecture about how people in our family can haunt people when they die.
So he truly believes it.
He does. I don't know what he believes in, but he believes that. I don't know how.
I want to see a ghost so bad. I've been saying this forever.
Me too.
It's like on my bucket list. Like, just show up. Just give me a sign. You know, give me something.
The big thing around here is the Mansfield Reformatory, the prison where they filmed Shawshank, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like an hour from me. That's but yeah, they have ghost tours, and apparently people see some shit there.
Really?
They lock you in all night, yeah, and people see shit.
Yeah, they lock you in the old cells and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to sign waivers too, unless you accidentally take a demon home or something. It's just like, I don't know. Like,
what's your thoughts on Ouija boards? Would you ever touch a Ouija board, or have you ever touched a Ouija board?
Nope. Pass. I don't fuck with any of that. Nope. I don't know what I believe, but I'm not gonna fuck with it. I don't want the smoke. Pass.
Okay.
Hard pass.
So you never played with one?
I would.
Okay.
I'm afraid. Again, I'm afraid of everything, and I have OCD, so I don't fuck with shit. I don't fuck with shit. When my subconscious tells me if you turn off this Def Leppard song, a school shooting will happen, I don't turn off the Def Leppard song, so I don't fuck with shit.
I used to use them all the time. My mom would get drunk on wine, and we would all just get together and just fucking play with the Ouija board when I was like in my 20s. And I just had this itch. I told Jess, I'm like, I want to play with the Ouija board again. I'm like, how funny would it be? Ouija board interviews with fighters, or like I invite Mike Goldberg, right? And we just fucking start bringing up, like, I don't know, the dead UFC fighters or whatever, you know. We try to talk to them and shit. Or interview
Jimmerman. All right.
Yeah. Just do interviews of dead fucking people, you know. I think it'd be a great bit, but Jess is not.
I'd be down to watch that. That'd be awesome. That'd be fucking.
There should be a separate channel of just Ouija board interviews. Like each episode's a new fucking celebrity. Yeah. That's
you know what? If you claim to find out where Evan Tanner was going, then I will watch that. I will watch that. If you get him to tell you where he was going, then I'll watch that.
I think that shit would hit. Listen, you could steal the idea. Go ahead. Just make sure you credit me at the end. I'm not fucking with that.
No, I'm not fucking with that. Some comics we know did a show where they tried to summon demons in like one of their apartments, and I'm like, this is the last thing I would ever do. No, fuck you. No.
Like dead comedians. Oh, that'd be hilarious. And they just start doing an act on the board.
I heard like some comedians back in the day used to go to the comedy store and try to like summon Andy Kaufman and shit. They used to do seances. I've heard that. Yeah.
Really?
Real. They really did
the
that.
Last person you would want to summon. Andy Kaufman
forever, man.
Starts doing Elvis.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
You just hear the Mighty Mouse theme song at the end.
Here I come to haunt your day.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be crazy, man. I'd be all for it. I don't know. I feel like I don't fear any of that stuff, like spirits or ghosts. I don't fear it, but I want to see it. Like, maybe if I saw it, I'd fear it, but I don't know. I'm just curious.
My mom used to work at a haunted bed and breakfast, so like I used to hear all that shit from like, the ugliest woman in Lake County hung herself, and now she just fucks with us on a regular basis all the time, Maz. All the time, like, yeah. It's
amazing. That is
thing.
unbelievable. I want to. Yeah.
Oh, what were you say?
Oh.
It
might be me. I don't know. It's my internet connection.
No, it's me that's delayed. It's my laptop. It's just a piece of shit.
No, what we're talking about,
ghost chat. Anyone up in here?
Our chat's rarely.
Who's up in here? I don't like ignoring
them. Well, Johnny Smith was here.
Johnny Smith
2 minutes ago. D-Man, 2 joints is somewhere.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing in the chat? Talk to us. We like talking to you guys over here. Don't
always.
be shy.
We always. That's what we say all the time. Like, if you don't like what we're talking about, fucking tell us. What do you want us to talk about? Like, just go on, man.
Yeah. Well,
that's
like we're
one thing,
doing the
too.
cardinal sin.
I was going to say we've been
YouTube.
doing 323 episodes without much of a chat. Sometimes we get one, but a lot of times it's just
A lot of times it's just us talking.
Just us.
It's like chat's dead, but people are watching.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You start. Oh, there's D-Man. Shout out to that's my boy D-Man. D-Man and Jesse don't get along, right, Jess? Do you like D-Man? He cares about you. Oh shit, D-Man. Those are fighting words. D-Man's my boy. Nate Diaz over there.
Oh, right. Just so you know, I've been blocking a bunch of everyone that calls me fat on our shorts. I've been blocking all of them.
Bro, oh my God, we need to go to that short and the comments on that short because
what did they say?
So I put up on the 4th of July. Tim, after he was losing to me for the second time in trivia, said he had cheeseburger brain. And I'm like, that's the perfect thing to put in a short. And it did well, but I have to go to our thing. But one of the guys said Tim was built like queso, and he spelled queso wrong. That's what I love about chats.
I thought it was really funny calling me queso because that was just a funny way to call somebody fat. But he spelled it wrong. But I learned this from my 17-year-old cousin that I saw. Queso is a YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
And he spells it like that. Yeah. And he's fat.
Oh.
So it wasn't as good a joke as I thought it was. I was going to give him a lot of credit for that joke, but not anymore.
That kills it. That like kills the whole thing of like me laughing that they misspelled queso. I'm like, no.
I do love when people just decide to let's just call him fat. That's the easiest thing to do. He probably doesn't know. He probably isn't aware that he's fat. We should let him know for his own well-being.
There was a woman in our chat last night. This is pretty funny. She wrote a comment. She typed a comment saying that Conor McGregor was chopping up cum and something else, like just shitting on Conor, right? And I read it and I was like, chopping up cum. I'm like, I got to see your profile. So I clicked on it and it was like a fucking 40-year-old woman, right? That would never. I'm like, this is not your picture. There's no fucking way. And she was trying to say coke. It was an actual woman. But it said cum. I'm like, let's leave it as cum.
That is funny.
Let's just keep it at that.
He's been freezing it first, and then after he freezes it,
just chop it up.
Yeah, crushed ice style.
Like out of all words, she went from coke to cum, and I'm like saying to myself, her text to speech. I mean, what is she saying on her off time? If it turns into cum,
And
so
give me a Coca-Cola. A what?
Yeah.
Give me a 12-pack of Coca-Cola. Cum zero. Cum zero. I can't have the sugar. Cum zero.
Yeah, cum zero. That'd be a great. That's like what I'm drinking right now.
Wild cherry cum.
Do you ever get like really pissed off at the chat? Have they ever pissed you off?
There was a time there that they were just going real hard on at us. It was kind of funny. I'm like, why you guys,
they were
like being real dicks. Even the people that we like were like just in the mood. I think they were just like, real dicks. I'm like, why is this gonna? But they stopped. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like a mood swing. There's like some people are great, and then all of a sudden there's this weird mood swing. We had that. Do you remember Ryan Kills? I think Ryan comes here a lot, runs here a lot, and he does that. Sometimes he likes Ray but hates me, so he'll just like go off on me constantly. He's the one that does it the most. Yeah, he left our community. He went into the Discord and just started ripping everyone. Like
he hasn't been here in a couple weeks. That might be why.
Yeah, he lost his shit, dropped out of the Discord, and this dude was like a G, man. Like this guy was like, he was the coolest motherfucker back in the. He came on the show a couple of times, young guy in his 20s, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, he just went off the deep end. So yeah, people just flip.
There's Pulse.
There he is.
Pulse. All right, you're alive. You're alive, Pulse. All right, as long as you're alive. We were worried about you.
He's texting from a floaty right now, from his water wing.
Right.
Tie just in an inner tube.
Get in here, Pulse.
We haven't seen anything from Ryan for a minute. That makes sense. And we didn't even know until after he was gone how often Damn Savage was in our chat because he used a different name and he was there every week under the name 2 Joints and a Bear. and we didn't even know it was him. Really, we're still not 100% sure, but we're like 85% sure.
I think some of the people, some of the names that he used ended up here as well. That one hit hard too, man. Like that when I saw that, or Tim told me about it, and I was like, what the fuck, man? That dude was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm so pissed at him. He's the first guy to get me to fucking cry on air. That prick, that selfish prick. You know, he had to do it. No, he was great. He was like, that dude was he was like the lifeline with our channel, because a lot of the new people that would come in, he would give them a little history lesson on like what happened back in the day. He's always had our back. If money ever came his way, he never had money, but when it did come his way, the dude would dump it on us. Like, we had a registry for our kids. He bought like car seats and shit. Like, he was like one of the greatest out there. And he was there every day, a soldier in that chat. So it's like, man, like, you don't realize how like certain strangers could impact you. Like, just being in a chat room, it's really nuts, you know? So rest in peace to the sausage. That's what I call him.
Yeah. Rest in peace to the sausage, man.
Yeah. Great guy. Great guy. Yeah. And the community took it real hard.
Yeah. But
oh yeah. I mean, even when Tim told me, like, I got that, like, oh fuck, what? Like, no,
yeah,
because he would drop some fucking bombs in the chat, man. He would drop some like hard comedy bombs, and they were so good.
Yeah, he was. You know, it's a shame because he's a talented guy. You know, he just depression, you know, took over, and sometimes people don't realize their talent. You know. And it sucks. It really does suck. But that's
seen that with comedy.
It's the way he wanted to go. He wanted to go out like a rock star, and he sure did. So rest in peace, man.
Oh man. But also, D-Man did have this. I do remember Ryan Kill telling me this while we were playing Fortnite one night, and even I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He played Fortnite with us, and him and like Jess's sister were like hitting it off. So I was like, this guy's gonna be my brother-in-law. This is fucking weird. And then I don't know. He couldn't seal the deal. I don't know what happened. Maybe that's why he went off the deep end. You know, he got shot down.
He just spent a lot of his time on the internet. I mean, listen, I love the people that do because they're here, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I met her through online. Like, I met her through YouTube. It was the nuttiest thing. Never even looking for a girl. Like, I was just like, I was going through a fucking divorce. I went through a crazy shit when we started the channel.
Yeah.
She had a YouTube channel, and we were just collaborating. Next thing you know, we're fucking like, and now we're married with kids. Look how life works.
That is one of the crazier stories. Especially because no women ever watch this channel. So that's the craziest part. Not one ever. It's all.
Well, maybe I can get that woman from last night that was saying "come" instead of.
That's what I want. I want choppy cum lady here.
Bring her. She looked like a lunch lady. It was so fucking funny. I was like, "Is she really saying come?" Yeah,
that's hilarious. Oh boy.
So what's going on, man? So how do you guys feeling right now? You're 4 years into this. Like, what's the projection?
We should quit. Probably. We should probably quit. We need to give up. I mean, if it hasn't happened now, right? Like,
I don't know, man.
We take it show by show, really. Tim is like Tim and I both look at this show kind of as like, there are days we don't want to fucking do this. I'm in like my work truck, like
I usually want to do it.
Thumbnail, and I'm just like, oh god, and then you make it, and then you have a great fucking show. It's like stand up for us almost.
Yeah, I do tell Ray that sometimes.
That rush.
I don't know about that, but I don't think I get a rush. But the thing is, I would be bored if I wasn't doing it, right? And Pulse says like, this is like his favorite thing he does all week, you know, and it really is one of ours too. So that's the only reason we keep doing it, because it's fun for us. And if there's anyone that watches and they have any fun at all and they like it, it's great. It's great. I'm surprised there's anyone. I have imposter syndrome, and we don't have that many subs. Like, the fact that anyone watches kind of surprises me. So that's great. We probably should be doing a lot more, and there's also things that we know that we could do that would probably expand the channel that we don't want to do. Like, we're not shit talkers, you know. I mean, you know, that's cool if you are, but that's not our thing, so we're just not going to do that, you know.
Yeah,
we're just going to keep doing what we want to do.
Secret sauce that, you know, upload people. You can see these young kids that are coming out like a year into this, and they're blowing up from those 20-minute videos. Like they just talk into a camera for 20 minutes about one topic.
Yeah.
And it's either the dumbest take in the world or it's full carb predictions, and their shit blows up. The YouTube algorithm just eats that shit up. And then when they go live, they got hundreds of thousands of people watching. So there is a formula to it. We chose to go the hard route, the working man's route. Like we've been doing this for 8 years, and we just hoard on fight reactions. And then once that's done, we build the community, and then the other shows, you know, it just fall into place. But
yeah,
I think that's the thing. You got to figure out like what you like doing, you know, like what the fuck with the channel. I think the problem is it is all over the place, right? So how's the YouTube algorithm feed an audience when, you know, the topics are everywhere, right?
Right. And well, I think the most views we got on one of our shorts is one that we were, what was it? The LeBron James one, right?
Yeah.
We had
like
like
James. As soon as we did that, the Bronny fans came out the ass work fucking coming after us. It was fun. It was cool with my studio app to be responding to those people.
But the thing is, this would be a lot harder to do with like the limited amount of people that watch if we didn't do it the way we wanted to and we weren't having fun. Like if it felt like work, we would have stopped a long time ago. And when we started doing this, Ray kind of talked me into it, and I was just like, all right, number one, you got to do everything, and I highly doubt it's going to last that long. And now it's been 4 years. So
well, and also, I mean, you bring that up. I will say this, like. The guy below us, Maz, you're the reason we have a lot of people that like us. I mean,
that is true. We would have a lot less.
If it wasn't for you guys putting us on blast in the first place and being like, "Hey, check these fucking lunatics and these fucking idiots out," we probably wouldn't be doing this show. We appreciate you and JBM more than you realize. Like for people chatting with us, talking with us, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. You were thrown in our algorithm. Like we just found you. It was weird. It was bizarre. Like we were searching at the time when we were doing that. We were trying to do a network for all content creators. But the problem is the logistics of that with the website was just nuts. And then we pivoted to the Pick'em, which is still going to be a networking thing. It's just I think this thing is going to be a tighter ship. You know, so stick around. We're with our Pick'em league. Our league is up. It's just now we're working on doing exclusive leagues for you guys, like for other people, right? So if you sign up, you could jump in Goat Milk, or you could make your own league, and then you have your community in that league. Also,
I like that.
The live chat that we're in the process of putting together right now. It's a update that's coming up soon. We're gonna nuke our Discord. They're pissed. Sorry, Discord. We're gonna fucking nuke it. Just like I nuked Tapology. Everyone's like, where the fuck you guys go? We're gonna nuke Discord. Everything's gonna be on MMAholes.TV. And I want to do it where any content creator can just have their own platform over there and, you know, build their brands, you know, get the traffic over there. You know,
are you going to be able to go live there too eventually? Is that part of the goals?
That's one of the goals. Yeah. Because YouTube monetization, like AdSense, they've been fucking around with us. They left our monetization on one time recently during UFC 303. And it was like 100,000 views on that. And they paid us like almost $500, right? Just for ads, right? And I was like, what is this? Like, we always get demonetized. Like, what the fuck? What is this? Like, we're lucky if we make $50 off of that shit. You know, usually it's donations or sponsors. We make all our money, but $500. So I was like, okay. And then they left a couple more on. And like, you get these views and like the AdSense is paying out of the ass. And then they fucking chopped our dick off again with Diaz Masvidal. And it goes back down to like $50, right? So I'm saying to Jess, we got to monetize this on our website. We can't, you know, free for all, say fuck titties, whatever, you know, and get paid, you know?
That's what a lot of places are doing, man. That's what a lot of places are doing. A lot of places are going to their own like streaming service.
And plus, you can still keep it on YouTube to try to get more people over. But I mean, that's what you were doing with that. What was it called? That TV platform. What's it called?
Flash. The only reason why we did that was they just paid us up front. So I was just like, yo, you're going to pay us? And they're like, yeah. And they paid us good. So we were like, okay. And it was a train wreck. You know,
they signed something with Pulse, but they didn't want us. It's hilarious to me. They didn't want us. I know. They didn't want us, though. It was hilarious.
They didn't want you. Motherfuckers.
That was hilarious.
Blessing in disguise.
What did they say to you guys?
They didn't say anything, but they took. But you sent them Pulse and us, and they got a hold of Pulse and never got a hold of us. So I'm just assuming they were just like, not these fuckers.
Oh, Well, yeah, they wanted to re-sign, but we wanted more money because it was kind of interfering with YouTube, and I didn't want to fuck up our audience. Like I didn't want to keep like they would go over there, and it was just like it didn't work as well as YouTube, so it wasn't worth it. They had to pay a lot for us to really sell out, so we didn't do it.
Ray's been trying to sell out for 4 years. He's just waiting for the opportunity.
That's probably why it hasn't happened. I'm looking for it, and I just got to be like, you find me, bitch.
Right. One of our comic friends, we had him on a long time ago. His name's Gene Walker. He's also an MMA manager, but he said it great to us. He's like, you guys are like the band where like Ray's the guy who's like wants to do whatever the radio wants him to do, or the label like wants to sell out as fast as possible, and like Tim's like just about the music. I'm like, that's 100% true.
Yeah, I hear it though. I hear like when we found out you can monetize on YouTube, like donations, like Streamlabs and shit like that. I was like, yes. I did it as soon as I fucking possibly could. And I got to be honest with you, it's probably not the best idea. Like you're probably better off, grinding and then start monetizing because I think you'll get rewarded in the long run. I took it as quick as possible because I wanted to quit everything. I just wanted to do this. So you're probably going the right route. And you guys are still relatively young too, right? Like how old are you guys?
I'm 36. Yeah.
35, 36. I started at 39.
Yeah.
So think about it, 39 years old. So like I'm fucking ancient, pushing 50 over here doing this shit. And I'm not stopping anytime soon. So
Also, we are well aware that it takes like one thing to blow up and then everything changes, one hawk to, and the life changes.
Spit on that. Yeah. I mean, you can go that route, but I got to be honest with you. I think find what like you really enjoy to do. But the only reason YouTube is going to the only way they're gonna really push you in the algorithm is consistency. It's the only way. So I mean, you can consistently go on like Tuesdays or Thursdays or whatever, but the topic. So like your title, your description, like the description, like the first 2 lines got to have those keywords in there, or they're not going to push you anywhere. Yeah. So like little tricks like that, and you have a little, you can go anywhere in the show, but I think as long as you make sure you hit those points. YouTube will what's it called, reward you for that,
and that's why whenever we do like we do the title shows or whatever, but I make sure to put in somewhere the stuff we're talking about, that way people know exactly what we're talking about. I'd rather have that than nothing whatsoever, and it pops up because I put the right hashtag on, kind of thing. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, but then someone clicks on it hoping for a serious MMA discussion, and we're talking about like she was chopping up cum. Yeah, that's
they're not gonna. You know what? We have like little seal jumps in. We got very lucky. We had a moderator before do it. If you have a hardcore in the chat that could timestamp your shit, you could take those timestamps and put in the description, and then it has little markers on your video.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do that. It's just fucking, I'm lazy as fuck.
Yeah.
We asked Ryan Kills to do it for us at one point. I thought he was going to do that. He never did.
He did.
Yeah.
He was
that should help.
Stuff,
then people click. Yeah, people can click and just kind of say, okay, when do they talk about what's on the thumbnail?
I mean, I never watch. I mean, other than every once in a while when I pop into your show, I don't really watch any other shows live. I just watch clips. So, I mean, if I don't watch a whole show, what do I expect someone else to? That's another. I mean, shorts are one thing. We also need to do 5-10 minute clips and shit. That's because that's the shit I watch when I watch Levitard or McAfee or whatever.
I'm with you. I don't like watching anyone's. One, I feel like I don't have the attention span like you. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
And 2, I don't want to be tainted. Like if it's something that's I'd rather watch some IRL streamer like harassing a homeless person or some shit. Like I want something completely unrelated to what I'm doing, because then I'm going to be biased.
Yeah, that too. And I say that all the time too. That's why I don't. I mean, sometimes I won't watch you guys because I don't want your opinion to be my opinion, right?
Oh yeah. No,
that totally happens all the time. That's why I won't watch it anything until like after we talk about it. So
yeah. That's I totally understand that. Oh, Paul says in the chat, what happened to Frank Bavon? So this guy, Frank Bavon. Oh my God, this is OG of OGs. This guy was what country? Jess, what country was Frank from? Scotland. Okay, yeah, something like that. Scotland. Frank Bavon was one of our massive donators. Like this dude would just drop 50s like it was like, he was giving a tip to a waitress, for a drink. 50, like to get drunk, to, I don't know, whatever. You need a computer? I'll buy you the computer. He was that guy. Nice. So Frank Bavon was like the dude that kept us alive for a long time, where I was like, oh shit, we might be able to do this for a living. And Jess came aboard, and Frank Pavon got like very weird and very simpy to Jess, and then got like kind of creepy, and then started telling Jess behind the scenes to leave me and start her own channel, and thinking I didn't know about this, right? So I just kept it a secret for about 2 years. I never said anything to him because the dude was just backing up the dump truck of money, and I'm like, I'd be an idiot for calling this motherfucker out. So he's still dumping the money on us, dumping the money. And then one day I just had it, right? He fucking said something on Twitter to us, and he was just being a prick. And I fucking lashed into him. I said, I know everything. I fucking showed him screenshots of what he said to Jess. I just unloaded, and he just evaporated like the fucking aliens in the sky. He just gone. And I had to bite the bullet. And there's been donators in the past that have been like that, where we had to eventually confront them because like they think they own you at some points, you know? So it's cool to sell out, but then how far do you go, you know?
Exactly.
Where they're controlling everything or they're treating you like a piece of shit, you know? So how far would you guys go for money? Would you?
Well,
I mean, we're comics.
Ray
so
or
I'd
me?
do anything for like $500 right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, I strung him along for 2 years. So I was like, hey, this is good money. So, you know, but then eventually it got to the point where it's just like, fuck this guy, man. Like,
to be honest, we probably would kill for Roberto Hernandez. If he needed somebody dead, we probably would kill for him at this point.
He is a G, just a fucking gem of a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He
He hangs around over here too.
Yeah, not a ton, but he does come out when he can. Yeah,
say hi and everything.
Yeah, I mean, last year he bought us baseball tickets. He bought us Guardians tickets when they played the Dodgers. He's a Dodgers fan, so I sat next to Terry Francona's daughter.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah,
dude. That dude's been around for a minute, and he said he's going. Last night he said he was going through some stuff, you know, with his business. And this dude is the business that he runs. It's like high end cabinets and shit that he's installing for like the richest of people in California. Roberto's a fucking savage, man, and he just throws money around like it's nothing. But we had a guy, Sonosi. Does Sonosi jump in here at all?
We've had a Sonosi, but I don't think it's the actual Sonosi.
Oh, okay.
I met him on Paul's stream, but yeah, I don't know if he ever.
Sonosi, that dude spent like $2,200 for a roll of toilet paper. $2,200, dude, nuts. That dude's a fucking savage. That's another savage, man.
Here's a good question for Paul's. Paul's, you're part of this, so when we say you have to be in on this too. Yes. Would you promote dick pills for a back? Yes.
Yeah. While popping them in my mouth. What are you talking about?
Dude, my dude Cody Garbrandt does Blue Chews. I don't have a fucking
I'm trying to think of the weirdest shit that we sold out for, like a bidet, but I love bidets.
I love bidets too. I would sell bidets for free. Just give me a bidet. Yeah, bidets are amazing.
You have one?
No, I don't. My friend has them though, but I love shitting at his house.
Yeah,
like
Ray, you got it. Everyone's like it's gay. I promise you, it's like
dude, I'm not against the bidet.
No, what's creepy is that America never normalized it. Like it's weird here to have it's normal to have a fucking swampy ass, but when you use it, it's the best. They're the best.
Everyone is like, you're gay for using a bidet. I'm like, you know what's gay? Shoving your fingers in your ass while you're wiping yourself.
That's true. Having fucking swamp ass every single day in the summer. Yeah. Especially when you really have the shits, man. I'm sorry. But and then you have the bidet. It's amazing.
Yeah. Hi. When he gets to the AIDS, he's gonna be using the bidet. Right?
Yes, bidet.
Bidets, yeah. Let's go.
Yay. My first bidet. Is that a product yet? We're going to Shark Tank. My first bidet.
I tell you, it would come in handy changing diapers and stuff, just blasting water up their ass.
Baby bidet.
Great. But someone come out with that. But
baby bidets. Those, I think those would be way more helpful for parents. Like an entire Ooh, you know how Maz, you know these like changing pads you put kids in to start off to like keep them in place. Something like that has like a hole or something you can just like jet water into that area without Tim, idea. This is how we're gonna get the studio. We're gonna make it ourselves and sell it.
Baby
I'm
bidets?
telling you, I would buy that. I told Jess, and she laughed at me when I pitched something like that. I mean, yeah, that's something that would definitely come in handy for sure.
Right? Yeah, dude. Because I've seen a lot of the people I have that are friends who are like parents and everything. I've heard all those just stories where you're like, oh God, baby bidet, right there. Whoever wants to make it can have it.
How about a toilet paper ass wiping extension arm for fat people? Like just but sometimes the fatter you get, the more you have to like wiggle your way back there. So you have to like if you just have like an extension.
They make one.
I'm sure they do.
Oh, they
This is
shit
your
stick.
flossing. It's the flosser.
Do you have issues? Do you have issues wiping your ass?
No comment.
Really?
You know what? I didn't until the last like 20 pounds. Now I'm just like, man, I have to like I can get it done, but it's harder than it used to be.
What about that? What's that injection that people are doing for themselves?
Ozempic. I've been really looking into it, but I can't afford it. And I don't know if my insurance will. Hey, donation, dono. Where's the dono link? Get Tim Ozempic.
Ozempic, yeah. I saw that.
Looking at all the. That's amazing. That's so funny. But I'm looking at the like other alternatives to that where I can like I don't know. I still need like $200 a month. It's like the cheapest I can get it. You get it from Hims, but it's like $200 a month.
Wow. So what's the problem, Tim? Why are you not losing weight? What's the deal?
He's a
I like food and I'm very sad. And the only thing that makes me less sad is food. The only thing I like to do is eat. Everything else is terrible and sad.
Eating's fantastic. I get it.
I've always had a depression issue. I've been battling depression my whole life. So the worse it gets, I don't know, man. So yeah, it's both those things together. So
it's
at the same time, I was also depressed when I was like at 175 pounds. I was still depressed. So it wasn't like some people were like, oh man, if you lost weight, you wouldn't be depressed anymore. I'm like, bullshit. I know that's not true. Pat Miletich told me that.
You know what's funny though? Like if you clean up the diet, you will feel your head just like sugar alone.
Sure.
Bro, sugar. I love sugar. Yo, you fucking take dessert out, your brain is like it's like cleansed. It's nuts, man.
Yeah.
I don't eat cake or not much ice cream either. I'm not a sweets guy.
Okay. So was it like
carbs? I'm a carb guy. Fast food is a problem. Fast food is a big problem. And really, I mean, if I was more active, I wouldn't be nearly this bad. I don't do shit. So I'm down. I'm in the house a lot. I don't really do a lot. I'm trying to.
We yell at you.
Trying to do better. I get a job starting next month, and hopefully that will get me and maybe moving around or something. Although it's not physical, but I just maybe when I'm doing more stuff and I'm on a better sleep schedule and shit, maybe that will be better. Well, the thing is, I want to try something like one of these Ozempics or something like that, because if I start that, I feel like I would start working out again if I didn't think I was going to ruin it with my eating habits, because I fucking hate working out. So if I do that, I'm like, dude, you're going to get sad and eat again. It's going to fucking ruin. You're doing this for nothing, right? So if I had something like that kickstarted, I think would help. So I feel like, and if you don't work out when you're on it, you lose all muscle, like apparently. So because you're not eating a lot, so you lose more muscle than you lose fat. So if you're not working out when you take it, so.
You don't
I feel like I would if I got on it.
You don't like to, I don't know, you don't feel good after working out?
Never. Even when, I mean, there's a time in my life where I lost over 100 pounds. I was like 280. I got down to like 170, a little less than 170. When I fought that one time, I was 179, I think. But I hated working out every time. I hated it. I never liked it. Hated it. I mean, when I was in shape and I could do it and it didn't hurt as much to do it, I still hated it every second. Hated it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't like working out, that's a problem, because like, I don't know anyone.
I also don't want to die. That's one thing too.
Yeah.
I say all the time, I am very depressed, and I'm probably more depressed now than I possibly have ever been, but I don't want to die. And I tell people that all the time because, Ray and I've had comic friends that have, gone that route. And so I would just make sure everyone knows, like, dude, I feel I'm not doing great. I feel like shit, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna kill myself. I won't want to die.
It's first thing the doctors say is like, if you don't want to get on meds, the best thing to do is get that heart rate up. And once you get that heart rate up, like your brain starts clearing up a little bit more, I've
been on meds since I was 16.
He gets lightheaded though, Moss, when he stands up. So
it's true. I passed that at home a couple times, dude. Just like I get heat stroke easy and shit. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, but I've been on antidepressants since I was 16. But
and here's the thing, Moss. The man lives by a brewery. Wouldn't you think that was enough incentive to maybe just like go walk down and have like
I've
couple
done
beers
that.
and walk back.
I've done that. A 5-minute walk equals 10 beers. That's fine. That's the rule. It's 2 beers per minute walked. Or actually it's 10 periods. So it's one. It's both ways it's 10 minutes. So it's 1 beer per minute. But I rather drink bourbon at home. And I only drink when I do this podcast because I have to put up with Ray. So that's the only reason I drink.
That's true. That's true.
I tell you, well, a simple diet change would literally have pounds fly off your body, you know. So it's not all exercise. Exercise is important, of course.
I ate nothing but salad for a week and didn't lose any weight.
Really? So do you have like a thyroid thing going on?
Well, no, I don't. I had that checked a lot, but my metabolism was terrible. Like my genetically is terrible. Like when I was a fat kid growing up, and like I was active as a kid, and I ate the same all my friends did, but I was a fat kid. It's because genetically my metabolism was garbage.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure all the medication doesn't help either. What's going on?
No.
Yeah, the medication probably side effects of the meds and stuff. Probably.
Well, I don't know. Every time I ask, they put me on a new one. I'm like, is this one gonna make me gain weight? They're like, probably not. I'm like, all right. I'm like, give me the ones that will maybe make me lose weight. How about that? I was on Adderall for a long time, and I was fat on Adderall too. So,
Jess was on Adderall. I had to like wean her off of it. It was nuts. Like she was like fucked from Adderall. So bad. Her brain was all scrambled. The doctor was just pumping it in her.
Yeah, I just some dumb shit on Adderall. Yeah.
Are you still on it or?
No, I was on it for 7 years, and then right before COVID hit, they took me off of it. So the first like 3 months of COVID, I couldn't move anyway. They maybe cut it. They made me do it cold turkey, which they're not supposed to do, but they made me do it cold turkey, and it was bad. It was like I didn't leave my bedroom for 3 months. It was bad.
Adderall is. Anytime I've seen anyone on it, it just seems like nothing but a disaster. Isn't it like speed?
It's terrible.
Yeah,
I took it when I was in high school. It was awful.
Yeah, I mean,
switched me to something else.
There's other things like it. Vyvanse was the one that was the best. Vyvanse is the best. And but the thing is, and it's really expensive. I have good insurance now; they may pay for it, but I'd have to go to a new doctor because my doctor they don't like to give anyone control to anything because I live in an area where people are abusing shit, so they don't like to give it to anybody ever. So it's like you ask for shit, they act like you're a drug addict. I fucking hate it.
Wow,
Maz,
that's actually
for
good.
Reference, since you've watched a lot of UFC, where Cody Garbrandt, like his uncle, trains people is like right down the street from Tim's
walking
house.
distance.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's Bobby Meese's gym there. Actually, I just learned this. My neighbor who's been there about a year, he's Cody's cousin. I didn't know that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have chickens that terrorize him.
Dude, if you just show up if you're already cool with them, they probably hook you up, right?
Well, he doesn't do interviews. Allie doesn't let him do interviews. So I don't even know if he'd do one for I mean, I've known him. I mean, if we started this a couple years before, we probably would have had him on, but.
Well, I'm saying, like, for instance, like when we were in New York, we Law MMA, we would just show up and like we buddy with Longo just because of the show. And they let us train there and shit. Like, it was just like, they didn't give a fuck. They just let you walk in and do whatever the fuck. You'd be rolling with people and shit. Like, it was nuts.
Yeah, Jessica, I invited us up when we had her on. We never.
Yeah, we need to take that. We need. I want to go see if they built the new gym or not. So
that's a great excuse. You can get content. You could also get.
She says like I'll introduce you to Stipe. I'm like, well, that's all we have to hear, man.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Right.
Stipe, do you? I'm sure you like Stipe Jones, right?
Excited for it. I liked it better last year. For Stipe especially, I liked it a lot better. I mean, dude, he's gonna be like 42 by the time he fights. It's the greatest that ever lived. So
Jones is not stupid. Jones is like, let's wait another year. Let's go get a little older. Yeah.
I don't expect Stipe to beat him, but I just hope it isn't embarrassing. If he loses, I hope he loses a good close decision. I hope it's not embarrassing.
Yeah,
we fucked up Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall's people reached out to us, like his sponsor hit us up and says, "Yo, you want Tom on?" I'm like, oh yeah, like yeah, we want Tom on. And I missed the email of I'm so fucking pissed. Like they had a date and everything. And it was like a window, and I was like, damn man, I would have loved to have Aspinall on. That's
Ray emailed Frank Shamrock's people like 4 years ago, and they just got back to us.
Ken Shamrock.
That's a great interview.
Ken Shamrock.
It was. And I messaged him back to try and get him on. Strickland. I tried to get Sean Strickland on this show, and like his
you're aiming too high, buddy. You're aiming too high.
It doesn't matter. It was after he lost the title, so we're fine. But like they haven't gotten back to us yet, which I'd love to have Sean on.
Yeah.
I think
one thing we haven't had yet in 4 years is we haven't had an active current UFC fighter on.
Really?
We still haven't. Yeah.
no.
Yo, hit up Frivola. Hit up Frivola or Adrian Yanez. Yo, those dudes are game.
Frivola's awesome. I love Frivola.
Mike Davis too. Fucking gem of a. He just got hurt, so he's got plenty of time. Mike Davis will do it in a sec.
I'm down.
Awesome guys. Yeah, those guys are the fucking best. But Frivola is like he's the people's champ, man. Frivola's
fun.
Yeah,
Steamroller, Matt Frivola. Yeah, he's fun. I like watching him fight.
Yeah,
we've had Milicic came on a couple times, and we've had Jess Guy and Sam Alvey and Dylan Butka before he got signed.
Yeah, we had Dylan Butka on when he was still with LFA. Trying to think, the ones that we've only had 2 interviews that have fallen through for any kind of like.
Oh shit! Red's gonna talk shit again. Right.
Oh, just on one of them, I'm gonna forgive one of them because one of them can cave my head in with his fist, and the other one is the Pride lady. She can. Yeah, I'm still mad at Lenny Hart. Like 4 years later, I am still angry at Lenny.
Did she just blow you up? Or?
She knows.
Yeah, she stood us up like our first month in. Yeah, we went through her management and everything, and we got a date, and we were gonna do it. We were just gonna do audio because I'm sure she doesn't want to get up at 9 a.m. and put makeup on. I get it. She lives in Japan, so we like stayed up late, and we're like, okay, we're gonna do this at 9 a.m. Japan time, and then she just didn't show up, and we never got anything. And like 2 days later, we got something from the management, like, oh, we had a scheduling conflict. I'm like, I know what happened. You solved the show. You're like, this is stupid. No one watches it. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I look at like once they say yes. Like, even if it's a small show or anything like that, once you say yes, you're obligated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's, or at least say, hey, I'm really sorry, but this came up, at least, respond. If they just blow you off, it's so fucked. It's just not right.
How many people?
Mark Hunt's the other one, but Mark Hunt, I will forgive because he has other things going on in his life.
Yeah, he's got brain damage too. So yeah, you gotta.
That's true.
That dude doesn't even know where he is.
I was gonna ask, how many people have asked you for money when you ask them for interviews?
Money. I'm trying to think. I don't think I got that. No, I don't think I got that yet. Yeah.
Never. We got it. We got it once. We got it from Montefiore, Roxanne Montefiore.
Come
on.
Yeah.
After she retired. Yeah.
You stop.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was like $30. It was like $30. It was like probably whatever her I don't know, like a jiu-jitsu fee or something. But yeah, she's like, yeah. She's like, oh, I can do it, but I charge for my time. We're like, oh, okay, well, no thanks, but no thanks.
Speaking of Ken, sometimes if you go through their website for like Ken to get an interview, they pre-screen 4 fucking questions.
And who's this for?
Ken Shamrock.
Okay.
If you don't have I think it's above 500 followers on any social media thing, he charges you like $500 to come on, or his management does.
So he's transparent. At least
true.
I mean, at least he's honest, He's like, hey, you got to fucking pull your weight too, if I'm gonna go.
I agree with you on that one, but yeah, Roxy was the one that's scared.
Yeah, if you slide into a DM and then they say, oh, by the way, it's $30, that's fucking stupid. Like, that's just dumb.
That was a weird one. I mean, I did say, I'm like, well, it's kind of reasonable. I mean, it wasn't like it was a lot of money. I mean, it was the amount of money we could have came up with, but it was just on principle, it was weird.
Yeah, Roxy.
I know a lot of people that have paid, like for Felony Charles Bennett, former Crazy Horse. Yeah. Like that dude is like my fucking boy. Like I love that guy. But he charges everyone for interviews, and like people would pay because the Crazy Horse back in the day, that dude is like one of the most viral motherfuckers. Like if you go on World Star, if you go on that dude is like he's helicoptered to do it into a fucking cage, beat KJ Noon, like the dude Pride fighter, like he's done it all, right? But he's charged everyone because he's fucking broke. He spends it all on weed, so he charges everyone. That motherfucker. We got a $50 donation when he was on, and I was like, bro, it's yours, man. Take it. The chat wanted to give it to you. Take it. And the motherfucker didn't want to take it. I literally had to call him up and say, dude, take this shit. Like, take this fucking money. you're broke, bro. Like you're stepping on roaches during the interview. Take the fucking money. You know? Yeah, man, I don't know. Like some people, like if you get in good with them, they won't fucking charge you. You know.
I mean, there are some people that I would pay for. I mean, obviously we don't have much money, but we would try to, for certain people, we would try to scrape it together. But it would have to be, you know, like someone who's about to fight for a title or something like that. You know, like something like that.
You know what it is? Interviews won't do you shit. Like I stopped reaching out. We stopped having interviews because I was like, you know what? It's not worth the fucking headache. You know, I get more views without the interviews. You know, like it's crazy. I had John Jones on twice. John fucking Jones. You know, like, but it didn't do shit for us, right? Like it's weird. Like you look at these guys. You know, Bruce Buffer coming on. You know, like it's like you would think, oh, this is it. You know, we got fucking Bruce on. It doesn't do shit. Like it's just basically it's cool for you. It's cool for your resume. So if you're making a compilation or you know a trailer, it looks great. But if you're looking to gain a ton of subscribers, you're better off having a fucking influencer on. You're better off having, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's why shorts. I'm starting to notice they're pumping up shorts a lot more too on YouTube. Like because even like I have a gaming channel it's getting like 10,000 hits every time, and I'm like, this is completely new. Like they must have really done something with the algorithm.
But anyway, that's why we have a bunch of like you know low level or newer pros. You know, guys that I know from local guys who are like you know 2-0 or you know 4-3, because they're fun interviews.
Mm-hmm. And well, you know what though, you have those guys on and their management team. Like if they ever blow up, you're fucking in. Or if you're interviewing the lower level guys, the management team will give you the higher end guys if you're, you know, grinding on the lower end guys. So it's smart.
Although the guys we're talking to don't have management, they're just so they're just guys. I like listen. They all do. I mean, okay. So there's a gym down the street from my house. One of my best friends. He's a pro fighter. He runs the gym, and I've known him since before he was fighting. But we were in a band together anyway. But the point is. So we have his guys on, but they do everything in-house, including the management. So none of them have sponsors, none of them. So I'm just kind of like, should I just start taking fighters on just to like help them with some shit? Because none of them like to do that shit. None of them do. So they don't do it on their own.
You're built like one. You're
sweaty enough to be one. I'm gonna start wearing Hawaiian shirts and fedoras.
Bro, imagine you get a stable of fucking killers. Like the next thing you know, like you just got fucking the deadliest men on earth. Like
the world's deadliest stable. That'd be awesome. Because
it's like a Quentin Tarantino movie. Podcaster turns into fucking stable of killers.
There you go. There you go. I feel like I would. I'm not even a wrestling fan, but I feel like I would be a pro wrestling style manager even for MMA.
I tell you what. I learned that it's a lot of bullshitting. Like that's what I learned. Like especially in the beginning. Like I said before, I got a cage interview job where I did not know the difference between pro and ami fighter. I loved the UFC. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I was just like, yeah, I got a podcast. No one was watching, and I faked it until I made it. You know, I think that's the way to do it, man. You walk around like your shit don't stink. You fucking waltz into gyms. You know, you never know who you're going to run into if you go to an event. That gave us the luxury of me never leaving the house. You know, after 8 years in, now I just fucking stay home. But I want to go back out there because that's the way people are exploding, man. That's how we got John Jones on. Like I just showed up at the Conor McGregor Mayweather press conference, and we ran into this kid, Matt, the horror Fitzpatrick, who was like a Conor McGregor wannabe. He was dorming at Jackson Wink. I interviewed him while he was at Jackson Wink. Devin Clark came on. He's not in the UFC anymore, but he came on. That's how we met him. And then fucking John Jones just shows up, right? And all from just going to Maymac, just fucking trolling the crowd with a phone. We ran into those people, you know. Mike Goldberg, same shit. Like it was like was it 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or some shit? Like it just you run into them. Like it's bizarre. And now Mike Goldberg's texting me like every other day. Like we're bullshitting. You know, he's like my boy. He lives in like a couple of neighborhoods down. It's all just showing up, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's how we got Militich. Although we probably could have gotten him on our own, but like somebody like that we knew is like, oh no, I know Pat. Yeah, you want Pat? I'll text Pat for you, and he did, and he gave us Pat's number. So
that's it. Yeah,
I might try and get Sylvie on since he's a power slap champion.
Who?
Tim Sylvia. We
Oh,
could
Tim
probably
Sylvia?
text Pat to get the maniac on.
Why don't you guys interested in Power Slap? I mean, listen, it's
No.
ridiculous, but I will say this. Dana
I will
White's
say
gonna
this. I'm looking. Hopefully, they do something in September when I'm out there. I'm out there Labor Day week. I want to see
Vegas.
Power
He's
Slap
talking about
badly. I'm gonna be in Vegas for in September.
Dana White
I want Power Slap.
He's gonna take it like he's gonna do whatever the fuck he can do to make this thing massive. He will take this to his grave. So you might as well get a couple of these Power Slap guys on because I understand. Tim, I get it, man. But I became good friends with that dude that just the heavyweight that this close to winning the title, King Ryan.
It's hard to have someone on and interview them, and if you don't respect their sport.
But these guys,
as people, I respect them. But like,
these guys get it though. Like, if you're like, why the fuck you're doing this? These guys, because they understand it's ridiculous. You know, the guys that are ranked in Power Slap.
I can't believe they ever sanctioned that. It's hard to watch. It's hard. I mean, all the time I say it on here all the time. Like, there's fights that happen in the UFC or any MMA organization all the time that make me really wonder why I like this. Like, why am I a fan of this? Like that. Sometimes it's just like that's rough, you know. Especially when there's like a bad stoppage and the guy's getting hit multiple times when he's out cold. And you're like, why do I watch this? You know.
Let me ask you about this.
That's the worst.
The UFC right now. I did this whole fucking segment last night, and people think I'm just a hater. Maybe I'm a grumpy old man now. I don't know what it is. But I kind of dissected the UFC. You remove Alex Pereira from the UFC right now. It's been about fucking 15 events in a row that would dog shit.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Right?
Well, I mean, 300 was pretty good. 300 was pretty sweet. 300 was
Alex Pereira.
Yeah, Pereira. But they take all Pereira's. Okay, I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like the card was stacked. Don't get me wrong. 300 was a very good card. Right. But like, if Alex Pereira didn't save that main event, which he did on short notice, and then he rolls it back around for 303, saves that, and he scrolls through the UFC. Dude, it's nuts.
Since like 85 when we were there, right? I mean,
since 285, I think was like one of the last good cards.
Well, I mean,
wise that they've had that
the last main event where people were like, "Holy shit, I need to watch this." John Jones is coming back. Like since then, I mean, I know they always fudged pay-per-view numbers. I'm aware. Like, come on, we know that. But like, they can't be good. They can't be.
They don't release them anymore. They stop.
Yeah. They stop. Honestly, I don't believe them in the first place. But like, I did.
Yeah, the pay-per-view numbers just magically disappeared ever since Conor fizzled away. Right, all of a sudden, pay-per-view numbers don't appear. Ever since like COVID, during COVID, the UFC I think was at its peak. They were putting on events, fight nights that were fucking bangers in the Apex. Like, it was nuts. The fight nights over there were crazy.
Also, there was no other sport, and people who weren't even like a fan of the sport were like, I have to fucking watch something. Fights are on TV. I watch this, whatever, you know. So
yeah, no, that is
great
true.
For them. And they did win. They did win COVID. They're one of the few people that did. Them and Instagram comedians won COVID.
Yeah, but, right. Yeah, that's true. But ever since then, though, they held on to the Apex too long.
I hate the Apex so much. I talk so much shit about the Apex. I hate it.
Nuts. But now they're starting to do like those fight nights out, but they're so drained from 300 that these events are just, dude. I was really excited about 302, Makhachev versus Poirier. Like I literally woke up that day like, yo, this is gonna be fire. Like I'm fucking stoked, and I was severely let down with that card. Like I was just like, man, why am I paying $85? I pay $85 for these fucking events. Like, why am I paying this shit? You know, like.
But 2.5 years of this show, I bought every pay-per-view and then I stopped. Number one, because I ran out of money, but also because I just like, I'm like, do I need to watch it? And I don't like the pirate stuff, but I'm kind of like,
if I didn't do the channel, and if I didn't, I have a sponsor with ESPN Plus, and I still shit on them. Because if I didn't have the channel, I would not buy it. I wouldn't. Their product right now is just not. I would steal the fuck out of it. You know, like I would.
It crashes a fuck ton.
I haven't had a problem with
it for me a few times.
Yep. No, it's happened while I was on there. Yeah. Yep. It's just
Honor cards they overload on them.
Oh my God. Maz, went out during 302. I was in a bar. I was at B-Dubs near where I live, and it just crapped out on ESPN, the ESPN Plus feed to the cable. But going back to like the feeling for 302, I spent probably $40 more than the actual pay-per-view for like food and drink and everything. And I had to apologize to my girlfriend because I'm like, I'm sorry. These don't usually go like this. The UFC, that card. Like it was one of her first times watching UFC, and I'm like, this is.
Wait, is that the one where you almost got in a fight with somebody?
Yes.
Poirier?
When I started shit talking Dustin in the bar after he lost, and I was happy.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say about Dustin?
He talks a lot of shit about Poirier.
I feel like after the Conor injury and not showing respect to Conor and being like, yo, he attacked my family, put that shit behind you. The motherfucker's injured. Be like, let's do it again and walk off. Don't be a fucking pussy and hold on to shit. So I call him the cubic zirconia now. Like, that's all he is. He's a bitch. Like, any fighter, if he would have did that to Islam, same thing. I would have said, fuck you. It's not Conor related. It was just like, dude's injured. Fuck off. Like, and I just kept saying that, and this woman wanted to fight me.
I tell you what, I love shitting.
Oh, it was a woman?
Yeah, it was a
You didn't tell me it was a woman. I thought it was a dude this whole time. You almost went blow to blow with a chick at beat up. Are you kidding me?
I did
In
not.
front of your new
I
girlfriend?
was shit talking.
Oh, holy shit. That's Ray Hyclak all the way. That's
The
classic
woman
Ray
was
Hyclak.
shit talking me back for not being behind America and stuff. And I'm like, fuck that douchebag. I'm not going to fucking go anywhere near him. Fuck him. Fuck him. And I'm glad Islam beat him the way he did.
I love shitting on Poirier. I think it's so funny because people look at Dustin Poirier like he's I don't know, he's like the nicest guy in the world. But it's just like, fuck him. Like, who cares? Who fucking cares? Like, I don't.
He's gonna go down as like, you know, a Kenny Florian type. The guy he was fun to watch fight, but he never won the big one. You know,
Yeah,
one of those guys.
Yeah.
What did he really do? He an interim champ. You know,
But he'll be a Hall of Famer because everyone gets in the Hall of Fame.
He peaked when he redeemed himself against Conor. He did. I mean, like that was fantastic, right?
Yeah,
Listen, I'm
fun.
a Conor guy, but I got to give him props for that. But then he gets fucking head kicked by fucking Gaethje.
Although I will say I didn't think he was going to beat Saint Denis. I didn't think he was going. I thought he was going to get his ass kicked, and he did great. So
who do you
good
think
for
is
him.
going to win with Saint Denis? I saw polls put it before.
Yeah.
Saint Denis versus Moicano.
Akana. I don't know.
It's definitely
I don't have-
we're going to get a lot of
Denise, maybe?
blood
I
out
don't
of
know.
those two.
Yeah, that
It's
should
going
be
to be
fun.
ketchup packets exploded on the mat. That's going to be nice.
That's another guy you got to hit up though, Moicano. Yo, that dude's a great interview.
Is he?
Yeah.
How's his English?
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, no, Moicano is one of the smartest motherfuckers. He learned English. Like he made sure he learned it. Like it came out of nowhere. And when we had him on, I was like, what the fuck? When did he speak this good? And this dude is so funny. He's so fucking funny.
His interview's the best.
Oh,
I think I gave him a hero of the week at one point for his interview. One of his interviews because he's just like he's hilarious.
He's a great guy too.
What was he talking? What was he talking about? He wants to be like a SWAT. He wants to be a SWAT team guy. Is what he's talking about? Like in his interview. I want to be an American SWAT team. I'm like, what is he talking about?
He's genuinely funny. Like he's legit funny, but super nice, man. I'll never forget. Like he started his YouTube channel, and I dropped him in his comment sections, and I was just like, bro, man, like you're killing it. Great job, this and that. And I saw he followed us on Instagram. And I was just like a little kid. Like, because I was always a Moicano fan. Like when he didn't speak English, I'm like, this guy's a fucking animal. Like, and Jess, I remember Jess ran up the stairs and she's like, yo, Money's following you. Moicano's following. I was like, what? Like a little kid, like a little child. And he was just the nicest fucking dude. And I think it was just because of the YouTube thing. He wanted to get his channel off at the time. And now his channel's fucking destroying it. He's doing awesome.
Like it.
Yeah.
And he's a savage. So it works. I mean,
yeah, Moicano's fucking great,
it, man.
I hope he wins, man. Like, I really hope he beats Saint Denis. I hope he lays on him for 5 straight rounds. And then jumps on the mic and kills it.
Just punches under his gut a little bit on his head.
Just fucking lays him down. Everyone's screaming and complaining. I love when likable guys do that, you know?
Yeah.
The shitty guys, I don't like it. You know, like it's like fuck off. You know, what are you laying on this guy? But if they're funny on the mic, all right, go ahead. Like, what do you think about Strickland? Like his style, like you know, it's going decision, but
yeah,
you give him a pass, right?
Yeah.
No.
I want to hear what he has to say. I mean, that
Not a
Madison
huge
Square
fan.
Garden
Yeah,
interview,
huge fan.
dude. That MSG interview when he just looks at Donald Trump is like, it's fucked up what you're doing, and the crowd just erupted. You're like, yep, he's got him in the palm of his fucking hands. I love this boy.
Yeah, and I can understand why people don't like him too, because if you take away the shit on the mic, he's fucking boring. Like, like it's nuts,
It's that
right?
Billy Shell style, though, man. Like sometimes that produces some boring ass boxing matches. It'll produce boring ass boxing in MMA too.
You know what's funny though? He says to the death, and then he fucking out defenses you. Like what the fuck?
To the death on points.
Like what the fuck is that? And you know he hates it. You know, like I'll give him. He does say, I can't fucking finish anyone. I got pillow hands. Like he jokes about himself, so I give him credit for that. But it's so funny, man. I'm gonna show you blood. What the fuck?
Dude, I do love the stories like Chris Curtis would tell. I think he told it on your show about like how he had to stop him from like fighting guys in grocery stores and shit. Like, like he'll do.
Curtis had one of the funniest fucking segments where on our show where he just said everyone that he hates, and everyone got it. Everyone fucking got it, man. I put it on our clips channel, got no fucking views. I wish people would see that shit. It's so fucking funny. He shit on everybody. Curtis is, dude, that guy's funny as hell, man.
We tried to get him, but I called him Jared Cannonier by accident.
He confirmed that. He said it's true.
So what happened was I was copying and pasting a message that Ray sent to Cannonier, and I was going through and changing everything. But every time I send a message on Instagram, I don't know what my fat fingers or what, I accidentally send a message before I'm ready to send it. So I think if you double click it, it sends or something. And I have twitchy hands because I have hand tremors. So I accidentally like double clicked it and it sent, and I'm like, oh fuck. And I saw that I didn't change the name at the top. I'm like, fuck, now I'm a fucking asshole. Like I was trying to change it, but it was an accident.
Oh my God. Yeah, Curtis was the only reason why we got a hold of him was because we were doing XMMA when he was fighting at XMMA, and they for some reason we were working with Head Rush, and it just worked out where we were doing like commentary on our channel, and Curtis was fighting on that card. And he fucking butt dialed me on Instagram, right? So I, of course, answered. I'm like, oh, it's Chris Curtis. I fucking love this guy. So I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm sorry. I butt dialed you, this and that. And I was like, yo, you want to come on my show? I was like, you want to come on? Seize the moment, you know? But yeah, he wound up being fucking awesome. I made a critical mistake, though. The XMMA interview, Sean Strickland was in the background. He was cornering him, and I had no idea who Sean was at the time. He was in the UFC, but he wasn't the Sean Strickland he is now, you know? Right. He's not like my dad beats me, Sean, you know, MAGA Sean. He was kind of quiet then. And I didn't ask to talk to him. He said, oh yeah, Sean's behind me, this and I was like, yeah, whatever, you know, and I just interviewed Chris. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I think Ray said he saw him fight in Buffalo and he didn't even realize it till like we were on the show talking about that card that he fought on that card. He's like, Strickland fought on this card? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? Right? This dude was fighting at welterweight. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. No idea. And now look at him. Fucking champ.
Right. What did Pulse ask me? Oh, Pulse asked me, he's like, if they do Izzy and Duplessis, and then they do Whitaker and Strickland as a title eliminator, who would you what did he say? If Strickland wins, right? That fight, and he fights the winner of the championship fight of Izzy and DDP, who would you rather see him rematch? And I said, whoever wins that fight. I mean, I don't really care. Because whoever wins, it's going to be a good fight either way. I don't know. He didn't like that answer. He said it's a non-answer for him.
Well, I think it's fair. I mean, DDP, it's weird. Like, I'm not a big Izzy guy. Jessie fucking loves Izzy, man. She called it like right from the beginning. She's like, this guy's going to be a champ. I'm like, you just like the BBC. I don't know what's going on here. But she was right. Izzy was.
Yeah, anyway.
No, but she called that. And I got to say this. I'm not an Izzy guy, right? But him knocking out Pereira is one of the fucking coldest things I've ever seen in my life. Him shooting arrows in his dead corpse. I don't know what celebration was greater than that. Like, and the whole story wrapped around it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that and the Masvidal when he like mocked Askren when he knocked out, he did the whole like dead man thing. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. That was pretty cool, but like the history of Pereira and Izzy,
right? I mean, are they gonna fight? They're gonna fight again, probably, right? I mean, I don't know what weight class because Pereira keeps moving up.
Yeah, I think Izzy's gonna go up.
This is my guess too. I think there's a pretty darn good chance that when they do, I think in November, when they do Jones and Stipe at MSG, I could see them doing a title eliminator between Aspinall if he beats Blades.
Mm-hmm.
And
everyone's just assuming he's going to beat Blades. Like,
I know he didn't beat him last time. I mean, I know he got hurt, but still, Blades look good. And Pereira. I mean, that guy will fight whenever. And he talks about moving to heavyweight. And if you want to give him that fight with Aspinall and MSG, he will take it. I guarantee he'll take it.
Listen, I really like Pereira, but I have been shitting on Pereira for the.
I want him to be wrestle fuck so bad, but no one's done it yet. I'm like,
I've been shitting on the guy. People think I'm nuts. They're like, the most exciting guy in the UFC you're gonna shit on. And I go down the rankings. I go like down the roster and his resume, and I'm just breaking apart, like saying he's not that good. You know.
I mean,
but
the only
I like
thing
the guy.
the only thing he really has is the power in his limbs.
Well,
I mean,
and
he doesn't have
the
a ground
magic
game. He just knocks motherfuckers out, and
And
that's what makes him exciting. He's
and the spells that
Tyson
he's
of this
casting
era.
before the spells that he casts before fights, apparently, according to Yuri.
Yeah.
Whatever the fucking
the voodoo.
yeah, whatever magic he's doing beforehand. I'm like, what is Yuri saying he's doing? What is he accusing him of?
Man. Yo, Prohaska should have never taken that fight. Like, dude's got staffed. He was in a shed fasting. Yes, I will take the fight. Like, what the fuck, bro? Don't take it. What do you mean you're gonna take? You got a fucking hole in your ankle, like or your shin, whatever.
UFC gets guys to take fights they shouldn't take all the time, and I fucking hate it. I fucking hate because they encourage them to do it. They're like, oh, these are tough guys to take any fight. I'm like, they shouldn't be taking any fight. And remember when they shit on Wonder Boy for not fighting? It was Michelle Pereira, because he missed weight, and Wonder Boy wouldn't fight him because he missed weight. They shit on him. They shit on him for it.
They were 100% wrong on that. Yeah,
fucking do that. Don't ever shit on somebody for not taking a fight when someone misses weight. This is their fucking career you're talking about.
If
Fuck
Wonder Boy
made weight,
if he never took that fight with Till, when Till missed weight, everything would have been different for Wonder Boy. And he learned from his mistake, and he's like, "Fuck you, I'm not taking that." I read
what Dana said. I'm so pissed off. It's fucking pissed me off.
Yeah, UFC's a machine. As much as I love Dana, I hate Dana at the same time.
Oh,
the UFC would not be the same without Dana. But there are times where Dana White says things, and it's like, bro, man, you are just running over your own people like it's nuts. You know,
talks about how great he treats everybody. I'm like, you don't though. You don't.
Yeah, he's
every single guy in your roster, every single one, including Conor McGregor, is underpaid. All of them.
Yeah, but you know what though?
And a lot of them have fucking day jobs, okay? And they live in shit apartments. That's why they don't never do UFC countdown showing these guys in the middle of the cards apartments, because they don't want to be embarrassed by what these guys get paid. Yeah.
The one thing that threw me off was insurance. That these fighters don't fucking have insurance. Like that is
they're
nuts.
1099s.
Yeah, it's they got none of that. They got to pay for their license. They got to pay for their medical. Yeah. Ben Rothwell came on and said he had to pay for all his medicals. I'm like, what? To fight in the UFC, these guys got to pay their medicals. I had no idea.
Was John Gunther on? He was on Ultimate Fighter, and I think he said he took a fight so he can get surgery, like something like that. I'm like, yeah, he's like, I already had the injury, but I knew if I fought, I'd be able to get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
So he fought the injury and then didn't get the
drag it into work, right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's not. And none of those guys should have day jobs, man. None of them.
But
in fairness,
been the athletic commission's
I don't understand
jobs.
that, but
yeah, boxing's the same way.
Yeah,
in fact, if you look at the lower level boxing guys, they're not making as much as the lower level UFC guys, which is kind of crazy to think about. Now, the higher level guys, if you're Canelo, you're making stupid money. But what's the percentage of people making Canelo like in his shoes, right? There's not many.
And if you're talking about women, no women boxer makes. I mean, Carissa Shields, the greatest of all time, had to switch to MMA to make money, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. So all in all, the UFC still does better than boxing when it comes to that, unless you're the elite. You're the elite. You're making stupid money. Yeah. But I look at it like this.
Yeah.
Like look what Sean O'Malley's doing. This dude is not really a pay-per-view draw. You know, he really isn't. But he's a star, and he markets himself so well that this guy is so wealthy. It's ridiculous because of how he's using the platform. You know, and that's what they got to do.
Yeah. Right. And we've had guys on here who don't like the fact that they have to talk shit or they have to become some sort of draw for things other than their fighting abilities to make more money or get opportunities. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking sport. I mean, you're in it. Either you're all in or you're not. Yeah.
I have zero, like, I want these fighters to make more money. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I don't feel bad for them at all because they have the platform, they have the stage. So now they could do whatever they want with this. If they choose not to do, you know, they don't have to talk trash, but build your brand, you know?
That's way, as a joke, I was telling those guys. Well, I told you my buddy Jim, and he has his fighters. I said I want to go down there and start talking classes. Because they're all like the nicest guys, and they don't talk shit. That gym is like, they're the kind of the gym that doesn't do
they
that.
have a whiteboard?
Right? They'll beat your ass, but they won't talk shit. What?
Do they have a whiteboard in the gym?
Oh, we can get one. We'll roll one in.
That's what I was about to say. We should do that for a content
Shit
thing.
talking
Why not?
101. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have Mike Davis and was it the Jewish guy Jordan Levy? Is that his name? Who's the guy that he just Levy? What the fuck's that dude's name? The Jewish dude. He's always not Jordan Levitt. No, the guy that always has the Jewish
Mormon.
The one that just fought Mike Davis. Mike Davis just beat him. I can't fucking remember his name. But before that, before that fight, the Jewish people reached out to us and said, "Yo, he's down to come on with Mike Davis. We know you're cool with Mike Davis. You want to do like a fucking shit talking show?" So I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this." I only did it once. It was Devin Clark and William Knight.
That's cool.
Nathan Levy.
But they didn't talk shit. Like I was like, "What the fuck?" So I wanted to do it again with Mike Davis. So I was like, "All right." So I hit up Mike Davis. He's like, "Bro," he's like, "Listen." He's like, "I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't talk shit." He goes, "Honestly, I only do this because I want to get paid. I don't even like to fight."
I don't even like to fight. That's great.
And Mike Davis is like, he's got so much talent, this dude, but he's always injured. And I'm like, wow, man. I'm like, that kind of hit me. I was like, you know what? Most of these guys probably don't want to get in a cage in their underwear and fucking fight. Like, who the hell wants to do that? You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of fighters that said if I can do anything else, I'd be doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, most of them don't want their kids to get into it.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, we asked Sam Alvey about that. He was like, "That no." It's like I put them all in martial arts, but I don't want them to fucking fight. That's terrible. It's the worst thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, right? Isn't it weird? Like you don't want your kids to follow in your footsteps, and I wouldn't either. Like that's nuts.
It's obviously it's a rough profession, and you don't even if you make money ish if you're one of the top guys ever.
Yeah.
You know what? We had Sam Alvey on, and like we talk. A lot of guys, talk about the crap and pay, and I think none of them get paid enough. But Sam was real content with what he got paid, and I'm just thinking, like, dude, you shouldn't be.
He always comes to, he always defends the UFC about that.
It's so weird. I'm like, dude, you should not have to have a day job after you retire from the UFC after all that you've done for them, all the fights you had, and all the entertainment, the value that you've given them, that company. The fact that you still have to work your ass off constantly to make ends meet is. I know you have 45 kids, but still,
it's
ridiculous.
the UFC is the highest grossing combat sport right now, right? So yeah, you're right. They should be making more, but then on the flip side of it, it's only been around for 30 years, right? So what sport after 30 years we're given like full pensions and insurance?
Right. I don't know.
None.
No.
In 30 years, that's literally a baby. So like think about this. When we're long gone and if the UFC is still going strong, this shit, I mean, they're probably going to be one of the highest paid athletes out there, the way they're going.
The 100 million. They'll be making the Canelo money.
Oh,
I don't think they'll never do it without a union, though. I don't think so.
Oh, they will. Because the sport's going to make stupid money. Like the UFC is so early in its life that this thing is going to grow to the point where they're just going to keep making money and the fighters are going to be obnoxiously rich. Easily.
Well, I hope
it's going to happen. But the problem is like old school NFL players, when they look at these guys now, they're like, what the fuck? They weren't paying me this shit,
Yeah.
So I think that's what it's going to be. I give it 10, 15 years.
But the difference between that is the NFL is a union. And that's why that's happening.
True.
And baseball is a union. I don't think it happens nearly that fast without a union. I mean, it might go up some, but I don't think it will happen that much without a union.
Boxing doesn't.
Unions. Like that's my one thing. Whenever people bring up any kind of fight union, boxing
it's never going to happen.
Yeah, combat sports, pro wrestling never had a fucking union when it was drawing. Millions of dollars in athletic commissions were taking money out of their pockets, like legitimately.
Wrestlers should be in the Actors Guild. They should be in the Actors Union.
Now I agree, but back then it just didn't happen. Combat sports is always going to be a 1099 kind of situation. It's always going to be enter at your own risk.
Right? Yeah, he's right. Boxing has a better chance because there's different leagues. UFC is one thing, so there's no way they're going to have it. It's impossible.
We asked my buddy who's had 19 pro fights. We asked him if a lot of the guys in the UFC decided they were gonna strike. They're like, we want a union, we're gonna strike. And then the UFC was like, you know what, we're just gonna fucking get, other guys, we'll get scab fighters, whatever. I'm like, would you do it, or would you, hold out for the guys trying to make a union? He's like, I would sign immediately. And I'm like, that's not what you're supposed to say, man. That broke my heart when he said that.
No, that's
like,
what
shit.
you wanted him to say as your friend, but he's a fighter. That's the reality, sir.
I'm like, I'm very disappointed in your answer. Not gonna lie.
You know what crushed the union? The Contender Series. You got guys that are 3-0 getting UFC contracts, and then in 2 years winning championships. Like this is the UFC. Don't give a fuck. These aren't like Jamal Hill won a championship. I kind of got on that Jamal Hill train, and now I'm thinking to myself, they fucking sold that shit to me, man. That Contender Series dude up to like that, he shouldn't have been a champ. And that's what they're doing. Cheap labor, guys that shouldn't even be in the UFC. They're marketing them right,
Dude, they get guys basically to sign contracts on TV without reading them.
Yeah,
basically what happened. All the time they're all excited, like, oh, we're gonna give them a contract. I'm like, to get a look at it first, right? I'm like, no, they don't give a shit.
I'm in the UFC. I'm broke.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I would have been like, hey man, hey kid, we're gonna give you a contract. Cool, Dana, thank you. I'll have my lawyer look at this. This one time I want to hear that.
Oh, yo, they're gonna look back and they're gonna be like, that Contender Series was the biggest fucking scam ever, because like it's the cheapest labor they can get. They're bragging. Dana White's in the war room showing the list, all the Ultimate Fighter guys and the Contender Series guys high up on the card. He's bragging about cheap labor in front of everyone. And everyone's just like, yeah, you're great, Dana. No, that's fucking cheap labor right there, man. These guys will fight at a drop of a dime. They're getting paid nothing. They just want the exposure.
Exactly. Absolutely.
But it's kind of cool, though. It's kind of cool to know that you can have like 3 professional wins and become a UFC fighter. That's kind of pretty cool,
Used to be 5. That was like
have
always the thing you'd hear in like the local MMA circles, because I ran up in like the Northeast Ohio like circles of like NAAFS and all the like Griffin Rawls where like Jason Dynamite Dent trains people and stuff like that. I always knew it was usually like guys that we knew that were MMA fighters out of those gyms. They would have 5 fights to win, and that was when they got the contract. Always.
Yeah.
Now it's like 3 wins and you're good to go, man.
18 years. Like, how the fuck did Raul Rosas Jr., who looks great, don't get me wrong, he looks fantastic.
I mean,
Dude,
facially 18... he doesn't, but
that fucking guy looks like a shoe. His face looks like he's reversed. But I hope he wins the championship, man. That dude's out of his mind.
I love that boy. That kid is so fucking good, man. Like, when it comes to having the personality, because again, I always look at personality first. What do you have that makes me like you as that? And if you can fight on top of it, I'm fucking in, dude. Like you've won me over. Like, that's it. It's like a band, or it's like a pro wrestler. It usually has to be a theme song, then a promo, and then if you can't work, I'll go, well, it's funny. Like I can go that way. Raul Rosas Jr. has it all, and he's still 22?
Yeah, he's I don't even think he's 22. I think he's got to be like 20 right now. It's nuts.
Yeah, he's young. So he's got a lot of time to develop that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's great. I just fucking love Mexican fighters. If they're Mexican, I'm like when I was a kid, I remember my dad was always like, when you watch boxing, he was just like, just pick the Mexican, they're gonna win. It's like the Brazilians back in the day, and the Brazilians gonna win. In boxing, it was the Mexicans. I fucking love it. I love the culture. I love this Noche shit that's got the Saudi Arabia writing on.
I thought that was kind of fucked up, if I'm being honest, but hats off to them for getting sponsored, man. They got to make that thing work.
UFC Noche, everyone's going to be wearing turbans at the fucking sombreros, turban-shaped sombreros.
What's the stuff, the kebabs that they make? What's the meat that they always like cut shit off of?
They're going to eat burritos and ride camels on the fucking way in. That's what they're going to be doing.
Palm trees as far as the eye can see all the way down. Yeah, you're from the East Coast. I can say this. It's like the old 90s WWE like entrance ways. All of a sudden shit starts moving like curtains and everything.
It's fucking nuts, man. Dude, I love it.
I'm excited for that one. Oh, I was going to, real quick, I'm excited for that one just because me and Tim saw them building that thing out there before it was fully functional. And to see what they'll be able to do with that and the amount of money they've already dropped to, get the Riyadh season in there. Like, yeah, dude, I'm excited for that one just to see what the visuals are gonna be like.
Who do you think's gonna headline it?
I don't. Do you think they'll keep Poetan on speed dial?
Shows up in a sombrero and just save that card too. Fucking guy. Like awesome. I'm just getting so sick of this shit. It's like it's watching the same episode over and over again. All right, I get it. Yeah. He's gonna knock this dude out, man.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
I'm kind of excited. I'm waiting to see what they announce for that, but I'm excited just for the visuals of what that's gonna look like. That to me, I want to know what Dana's gonna do with that. That's what I'm interested in.
Promoting this thing and saying he said the hockey. They brought up the hockey. What was it called? The draft, the NHL draft. And they asked him if he saw that, and he's like, "That looks like it's gonna look like they were working with crayons compared to what we were gonna do with that." I want to. Yeah, I'm very interested. That's got to be mesmerizing going to that event, or just see, they even said the pay-per-view. Watching the pay-per-view is gonna be something that we've never seen before. So.
You guys talking about Peloton? What'd you say? I heard something about Pelotons.
No, fuck Peloton.
Peloton's gonna save no.
That's what we need to get a spot. We need a Peloton sponsorship. We just need to like do live videos of me trying to do Peloton workouts.
Ooh, I like that.
Just dying on a stationary bike.
We just got a call from, I don't know if we're gonna take it this one, but it's, you ever see the thing you put on your fucking head where it studies your brain while you're sleeping and shit?
Oh, okay.
Meditation. They just fucking hit us up, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like it's like $400 for this thing. I'm like, who the hell's gonna buy this? Like,
no.
And why do you think it's like your audience is gonna buy it?
I don't know.
Like, dude, I want to figure out what's wrong with me.
Yeah. With that on their head. So I don't know. We'll see. But
you're gonna be sharing the results in Discord. Like, who's the most fucked up?
If you see me on stream with the fucking strap on my head, you know I sold out for it. I'm like, hey guys, studying my brain,
controlling you like a brain slug from Futurama.
Miles is doing his whole stream via Neuralink.
Oh my god! When we had the Theragun, do you remember the fucking massage gun?
Yeah.
Dude, that thing is amazing. I still use it. But I was on stream fucking using that thing. I'm like, yeah, this is great. It's like rattling my fucking back. That thing was fucking awesome. But
did you ever have to sell anything that sucked?
What's that?
You ever had to sell anything that sucked?
I spoke about this the other day. UFC, I got fucking flies in here. It's like I'm shit. UFC Strike NFTs. So I spoke about this the other day when we did the segment on Hamza Chimaev and scamming all his fucking fans with that meme coin. UFC Strike hit us up, and I was so fucking excited because they were affiliated, like they were licensed by the UFC. Mm-hmm. And if you get like one of their gold NFTs, what the fuck, this fly? You get one of the gold NFTs, you get like a pass to their events, and you can hang out with the fighters. It seemed like really cool. And I'm not an NFT guy. I'm not a crypto guy. I was a little skeptical, but we said, okay, we'll do like a 2 fight card deal. We'll promote them. And as I'm promoting it, I'm like, I don't know about this, man. Like we weren't asking for money. We were just asking people to sign up to it just to get like free bonus NFTs and shit like that. But people from our community were buying the packs. And that made me feel a little weird. You know, we weren't asking them to do it, but people were buying the packs. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could sell this shit. So after the second one, I looked at Jess. I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. And now, what the fuck happened to NFTs? They're like gone. Like, does anyone even
flash in a pan? I don't know.
Yeah. So that's probably the weirdest thing that we had to promote, I would think. Yeah.
But hey, Maz, we've kept you away from everybody for long enough. We'll let you go. Appreciate you being on, man. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. I wasn't expecting this much, and thank you. For being on,
I don't know. I'm a little buzzed, so don't mind me. I was drinking a little during the day too. So thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
That's what this show does to you, right? You get drunk, and you start bullshitting, and all of a sudden you're here for 4 years.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but congratulations on 4 years, and thanks for having me on. Okay, boys.
Hey, thanks,
absolutely.
Man.
Thank you for being on, brother. We'll see you soon.
All right, be good, guys.
Later, bro.
Well, that was fun.
I started feeling bad around 2 hours. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, we kept this man on.
Yeah, I was just waiting for him to be like, I gotta go. So I was just waiting for that to happen, but he never said it. So I'm like, yeah. But no,
man. Dude. Chris is one of the best people on earth. I love him.
He's the man. That was great. That was fun. I'm really happy we got to talk to him for the first time in a long
time.
That was awesome.
Love, but it exists. Healthy man love.
It was awesome. What was disappointing was where was the chat during that? Come on, man. They would have had a field day with it. That was fun. We might have to cut that whole thing out.
Yeah, make it a clip on the show. Fuck yeah.
Or something. But yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was great. And probably the most we talked about MMA in a long time too. The thing is, listen, everyone, we can do it. We can do it.
It's just hard.
It's possible. It's just, there's so much other shit going on in the world. Like I don't know what else is going on in the world. Oh,
Ronnie James getting 4 points in his debut.
Oh, I had 2 family reunions this week.
Yeah,
no one died.
Let me go grab a beer, and then I want to ask you about all that and all the fun that came with that. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Whoop.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Anyway, yes, that was. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I just got back. My family that lives in the mountains of northeast Pennsylvania, outside of Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, outside that area. And I went to see my father lives out there, and everyone on my mom's side lives out there too. So I had a party with the Danko side and a party with my mom's side, back-to-back days. It was interesting. It was fine. It was harmless. Nothing crazy happened. Not really. Ray will ask me about it, but we're a little worried at one point that it might get a little weird, but ended up being all right. Just got back today. 6-hour drive. Not real fun. I didn't drive today though. I was with my mom drove. So, but I've driven that a lot. It's not real fun. 6 hours. Route 80. If anyone from this area knows Route 80, Route 80 sucks. It's just, especially that stretch of 80. It's in the it's in the mountains, and it's a lot of trucks, man. A lot of trucks. That's what sucks. It's like you're going through those, mountain highways, and you get pinned by trucks, and you're just trying to get out of their way, to get past those fucking trucks. Anyway, but thanks again to Moss. That was great. That was a lot of fun. Not fun. I really appreciate him doing that. And I asked him yesterday, and he made that work. We wanted to have him on forever for this day, and I kept forgetting to ask him. We both did. So luckily, it worked out. Yeah, and his show's great, and his community's great, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah. Oh shoot, I got to check baseball scores. Uh-oh. What are the Guards doing? They're probably done by now. They lost 1-0 yesterday. They have a starting pitching problem more than anything. Take a look. It is 7-7 in the bottom of the ninth. Are you kidding me? What the hell's going on? Another pitching problem. They hit the ball today, but they shit, they gave up 4 runs into 6. Who the fuck did that? Hopefully they get the extra innings. Don't fucking lose 2 to Detroit, you motherfuckers. Sorry, I'm losing it. I'm losing myself now. I just found out this. Jose Ramirez is going to be in the Home Run Derby next week in Arlington. That's going to be sweet. I'm calling it right now. He's going to win it. Really? I don't know. That'd be sweet, though. Sorry, I'm watching highlights. Hey, look, Jose Ramirez got an RBI. That's surprising. Jose's the man. What is this? Oh, is it Lively to start giving up all the runs? That fucking sucks. 'Tis only human, but the great play by Ramirez, because of course. Oh yeah, it was. Shit, it was Lively. Anyway, it's 7-7 in the bottom of the ninth. Hopefully, the Guards get out of this and they go to extra innings. Yeah. Also, I need to tell Raymond about the movie I saw the other day. That needs to happen. And the movie that I almost went to see until I learned something about the movie. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. What am I looking for now? What's the weather tomorrow? My niece is supposed to play. Hopefully it doesn't rain all day. 2 out. Scarp Barlow. Okay. I will say this, Raymond. I saw the other day we watched Beverly Hills Cop 5, 4, whatever. Axel F, the new one.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's hard member berries, man. It's like, remember this, everybody? Remember this? Remember the heat is on?
That was my biggest. I have not seen it yet, but there is another YouTube channel called Red Letter Media that they'll watch like movies behind a paywall, and like one of the guys will always go, "Look, the Millennium Falcon."
Yeah, it's definitely that. Yeah.
I feel like that's what that movie Beverly Hills 5
That was the whole movie. I mean, they opened up with Heat is on. Is that Glenn Fry? What's the Heat is on? Yeah. That's that song, you know. The heat is on. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and they played the which I'm happy they did. I would have been disappointed if I didn't hear that. But yeah, it's look, it's Taggart in Rosewood. Remember? You guys remember? Yeah, it's basically that. And it's
I
was not impressed at all with the person who played his daughter. I thought she was pretty stiff and it was kind of boring.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, it's fine. It's just fine.
I was never a big Beverly Hills Cop fan to begin with. You know, like I'm whatever, you know, to it, but it's like you're the way you're describing it is like the Matrix 4 to me.
Yeah.
Where like when the Matrix 4 came out, I knew it was gonna be a lot of like, Leah, let's jerk this off until it fucking empties. Just can you feel it? Can you feel your nerd boner? Like it just showed it to you angrily, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this shit?
Yeah, I didn't finish. I didn't even finish the whole thing.
Oh, I toughed it out. I got high because it was Christmas Eve, and I had Christmas Eve off because Christmas was Saturday last year, so I was able to fucking get just loaded and watch it. But like, even I, a massive Matrix fan, like there's a part of me that wants to get this entire arm from like the wrist down.
Please don't. They can do whatever you want.
The Chinese or like the fucking Chinese drop like thing with trails and all that shit. Because I'm that guy. I have a Tron tattoo, Tim. Like, do you think I give a shit
about anything? I mean, maybe you should. A little bit.
I do care about a lot of things. I am getting cabin fever, but that's just because I made a choice and I'm an idiot.
Wait, what? Oh, the work thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Days to burn, though. Had days to burn. Why not?
Well,
I'd rather look professional. That's all I'll say.
No, dude, you need to get like a moped and go around.
Oh, good times. But yeah, dude, like I kind of figured that's how Axel AF was gonna be. Like where it was basically just kind of like we're gonna tickle your taint with old school fucking references.
Yeah,
we're gonna get it in there, and then we'll slip the finger.
And the plot line was not very interesting. It wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't.
How many stars?
Out of how many? 100? 4 out of 100.
I'm saying 5
out of 100.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I'll give it like a C- maybe.
Okay.
And it's only getting that for the nostalgia part.
I like it. I kind of want to do this bit just to try and like do the formatting properly for me.
But
every
time.
Get your shit together.
I didn't do anything. It just stopped working.
But we have I want to try a new thing. We tried it last week. It didn't go that well, but luckily now I actually have stuff to put on.
It didn't?
So this is 3 vids and a fight, everybody.
Fights in the day and fights in the night. But now we're watching 3 vids and a fight.
I can't get over you rhyming fight with fight.
You're welcome. I'm not a wordsmith, Tim. I'm not
Not a wordsman. No languager.
Yeah, no. I graduated magna yell loudly. Okay.
From YouTube University.
But I do have a couple videos.
What's going on with my camera today? Hold on.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not even touching it, and it's being.
Maybe it's the USB port too. It could be that.
This is a new computer. This is like I don't know.
But first video I have is quite nice.
It's pornography.
No, I wish we were behind a paywall. I might be able to do that for you. But
why? That'd be weird. Like, hey, Tim, here's some porn I watched. That'd be ridiculous.
I guarantee you, there's some Patreon pages where fucking people are like commenting on porn behind a paywall.
Oh, something has been happening with me that, like, to the point where I think there's something medically wrong with me. I don't want to talk about it. It's too weird. It's too gross.
Talk to me after. Save it for after the show.
But it's funny. That's why it's probably nothing, but it's just weird because it's never been like this before.
Taint hurting? Like
no, dude.
Your butthole?
Dude, when I jerk off, my loads have been ridiculous, and it's never been like that. Like it's like I'm like, is there like a going out of business sale going on or something? Because it's just like gallons, not gallons, but like I would say double, triple what it usually is, and I don't know why. It's very strange. And it's
Maybe
becoming a problem.
Testosterone somehow?
I don't think. There's no way. There's no reason.
Because sometimes that'll happen to me where it's like all of a sudden it looks like I'm having a fire sale on fucking, floaters and all this.
I mean, it's been my whole life's been about the same, but there's a, what do I want to say? There's a range, right? But now it's to the point where I'm like, what is happening? It's very strange. I mean, I'm no pain or anything. It's just very odd.
Yeah.
And it's more, and I have to be ready for it now. I have to be like that might happen. You gotta have extra cleanup.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go full disclosure here. Then fucking, I might have been pretty regular as of late too. Like I think it coincides, to be honest with you, with the new girlfriends. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that makes more sense. What is going on? It makes zero sense.
Plus, I'm down. Oh, by the way, with your thing, not to make you feel bad, is this the virtual softball raffle?
Yes, this is what we're talking about. Before we get to the drawings, everybody, first we're gonna talk about
loads.
medical issues. Medical issues, Raymond. Okay, medical issues.
I think honestly, you might have. What are you weighing in right now?
It's not important.
310.
330.
Dude,
I don't know why that would affect it though. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Maybe your body. This is like your body's last gas.
Listen, 330, 315 afterwards. But yeah,
and that's just from lunch.
Yeah, that's just right.
I'm actually down fucking weight right now. I dropped about 10 pounds. Because I haven't been drinking a lot and fucking it's been hot as balls. I've been doing shit. So, get my summer body on. Yeah, Tim.
Sorry, I'm checking some brackets because people are texting me. Nothing important. Nothing we need to stop for.
I had to cut my grass while it's cool. Sorry, guys. No, fuck. Go do your thing. But put in headphones next time. How about that? You ever think about that?
Tuesday. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, 5:30 tomorrow. Okay, cool. The game is 5:30 tomorrow. Okay.
What, Indians?
No, my niece's team.
Oh.
Yeah, they're playing this league tournament without their best player. She's on vacation. They're not gonna have her the whole time. But she's the one kid who's on the rec team and not the travel team. Because she plays on a different travel team. So it's fine. They played it's fine. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, videos. Yes, before I got into this load conversation.
Yeah, oh, yes. The video I'm about to show you is something that every man probably has wanted to do in their life, but never had the money or technology to make this happen. And this is slapping your friend's ass at about 60 miles an hour.
I got him! I did it!
So
that is
that's
pure
funny.
man joy right there. I just
That
need
is
to
funny.
say.
This reminds me of the time that my buddies hit me with their car door at full speed.
What?
Not full speed. Yeah, just that. Okay, so the road I used to grow up on was like not a lot of cars went down it, so we would do some stupid stuff down it sometimes. And I don't know, whatever reason, my friends were hanging out, and like I got out of the car and started running towards my house. I don't remember why, what the circumstances were, but they're like, dude, they decided they're gonna get me with the door, so they just come up on me and just like with a fucking Mustang door. Just that was fun. It was funny.
Oh God! Were you hurt?
No, no,
okay.
No, they weren't going that hard, but it was just funny. But no, it wasn't like that. It wasn't. It would have killed me. If it was 60, I would have died.
I love the guys just scream. Like that's a guy who just like I don't know if you've ever gotten hit by like gravel from like a road or anything like that, or like loose pavement. You're just walking along the road and all of a sudden a fucking like rock gets kicked up at you. It happens to me a lot. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Like I've been hit in the leg by probably 200 or 100 mile an hour fucking rocks before. But yeah, dude, that's fucking that is painful AF. But I'm trying to get this one here. There it is, and I have it timed up perfectly. Come on, you know you want to. There we are. Got to get one more video up before I show the fight, which the fight's my favorite one. I'm keeping that one for last. And it introduced me to one of my favorite songs of all time, too. But the next video I'm about to show is about a minute long. Shout out to, no, it's moving. I don't want it to move. Why are you moving? Don't do that, you fuck. God damn it. Go back. Hold on, I'm almost there. Okay. Next video is of Alex Pereira. Shout out to ESPN MMA for this one. Over the 4th of July weekend, Glover Teixeira took Alex Pereira to the lake for some inner tubing. Have you seen this video?
No, sorry.
This video is awesome, dude. Like, Poatan doesn't stop in the ring for nut shots, and he doesn't give in to inner tubes. I've learned. It's hilarious. Watch this.
I would love a channel that was just your mic's not. Oh, there we go. That was just dedicated to showing foreigners redneck shit. Like I think that would be the most amazing. That would be the greatest channel of all time.
This is called a sea dude. Do you guys have those in your country?
You ever go mudding in a Geo Tracker? You ever play cornhole? 18 bears deep?
Oh, you ever played cornhole with whiskey shots? You're cornholing something after, I'm telling you.
I think that would be I would like I would I said it ever since I went to the first one, but I would love to take Europeans to that gun raffle. Like I would love for them to just be like, what? They would lose their minds.
Did you hear about the fucking, apparently for like a 4th of July, some church in Northeast Ohio sold off an AR-15 and it was front page fucking news here?
Was it really?
Dude,
that happens constantly.
I'm telling you, you live in a very lucky part of the world. Like you live Tim Danko specifically, you live in a world where you have everything the proper way, in my opinion. Like, I'm starting to realize
You know what they do?
living ain't that bad.
It has its ups and downs. It has its ups and downs.
It ain't. I said ain't that bad, not great.
No,
Okay?
no. You're right. It's not that bad. It has its pluses. There are things that I would miss. How many of them? I don't know.
Drive to them. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about just moving. Like, just fucking. I'm going south. Fuck this shit, dude.
But well, like the gun raffles I go to, all the money goes to doing fishing tournaments for kids.
Right, but up here,
It's charity.
Up here in liberal Northeast Ohio, fucking, you raffle off a gun immediately. You're like, somebody can shoot themselves or others with it. You're like, fuck you.
They're legal. They're 100% legal.
You have
There's
to
nothing.
fucking pass a background check, you shit dick. Like,
Yes,
what the fuck?
yes, that's the part that I want to keep telling everyone is that when I go to this raffle, when I won that gun that I had on the show, I've won 2 guns since we've done the show. I've won 2 guns. Both times they literally do not let you hold it or touch it until you pass a background check, and they do it at the raffle.
It's the dumbest thing. Like the fact that was news on a Northeast Ohio news site.
That's funny because that's not
even been in Ohio. But
you
the
don't
fact
even
that
blink.
a church fucking is like front page news for having a gun raffle. Fuck you, dude.
So it wasn't the whole event, but at the night of the races, I did for the softball the softball fundraiser, the night of the races. Bro Bro Plata had a horse that didn't win, but anyway, they raffled off a gun, or they did a drawing for a gun. Kids softball. There's a gun. Yeah. And they should have done more because
it's about being smart, dipshits. Like, nobody's smart about guns at all. Like, I learned at a very young age. I was 18 when I first shot my first gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that's like old for a lot of people, but like, we didn't have them in the house because I was a moody little fucking cunt, and I probably would have used it on myself. But like,
well, we had them, but they were always locked up.
Exactly.
At least I think they were. Yeah. I mean, my brother hunted, so he got them out, but like they were always locked up. Yeah. I was never around. Like, very early on, my family realized that I wasn't into it, and when they realized that, there's like, it's not his thing, which is not push it. Let's not push it. So mainly because I had an intention issue, but I still don't really care for him that much. I mean, I'm not against him, but I'm
for him. I just don't own him. Like, that's my thing. Like, I'm for owning as many as you want. Who gives
I have 2 in my name, but they're not here.
As long as you're not turning them on other human beings that aren't in a war situation, I'm all for you having them.
Life is war, Ray. The streets is war, Ray. Life is war.
Goddamn right. You heard Maz.
Which part? I don't remember. I don't remember.
But again, thank you, Maz. Like, I'm very happy that he came on and spent the amount of time he did and was cool enough to just shoot the shit with us, or as Stuttering John says, chew the shit. But
I'll go by feces. And then what?
I have one more video.
Okay.
One more video. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the fight that I want to bring up. But this video is fucking awesome. Sometimes people make great things online.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've ever followed this guy. I think it's, let me give the channel name. I can't do it with that thing, but it's like Whistling Diesel or something like that.
Okay.
He builds all kind of weird things. Like, if you've seen the thing with the cat right there, he used it as like a water ski kind of thing too. He does cool shit, but apparently he decided to put a rocket engine on a merry-go-round.
Where do you even get one? Number one, but not. You know what? You can buy anything. I forget that. You forget that you can just buy things.
Yeah, I think it was like a Chinese or Korean aircraft he bought this thing off of.
That's crazy.
And it was like a fighter plane, a legit fighter engine jet. but he put it on this.
I already have an idea what it's going to look like. It's going to look like spinning a top, I'm assuming.
Dude, believe it or not, you got to just watch the video, and this is him explaining like the bunker that they made. And I fell in love with this video immediately. I'm like, this has to be on 3 Vids in a Fight for this week. Like, it just has to be. So here it goes.
Behind, in case it disassembles itself spontaneously.
I feel
good point.
like we're still kind of close for what it is.
Oh yeah, 20% safe. We have little windows to look through. There may be anvils or jet engines.
20% safe, he says.
Come on, man up and put somebody on it. Jackass. Get Steve-O out there, whoever.
It's flying overhead.
What?
But that is normal, and that is what our founding fathers experienced. I'm going to have a remote, so I'll be able to shut it off. We're going to full throttle it. We're going to hope that nothing flies overhead, because if the engine comes off, it could knock these barriers in and crush us, or the fuel tank could come off and burn us all alive. Someone in here could go crazy and pull out a gun. Full throttle in the jet engine merry-go-round. Let's go.
No.
Okay, let's get this.
Look at the flames.
That's something.
That's kind of burnt, man. Like your skin, you can already feel your hair singeing a little bit.
Okay, let's go. All right, get off. Oh, look at the fire. Why is it flaming so much? Go, 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 go. Run. Go, go, go. Get in. Go.
Run behind the bunker.
I'm scared. Right, get ready. Throttling up.
Here it goes. It's almost
Throttling up.
mesmerizing.
Oh my God, that's dangerous. Oh my God. I killed it. I killed it.
He pressed the
it's not
stop.
stopping.
Give it a second. It's still
It's
going.
not stopping, dude. The red button.
Up, come
I
on.
did.
Oh, no.
It's self-fueling. Guys, stay down.
Oh, it's gonna go. It's gonna go.
Get down. It's gonna fall. Stay down.
Piece of it falls
Get out,
off,
get
and then
out.
watch how it breaks off.
The engine's coming off.
Oh, Lord.
My first question to you, Tim, is this: how many guys do you know in New Philadelphia, Ohio, Uricksville, Tuscarawas County? How many guys do you know, if they could get their hands on some kind of jet engine, would do something like this?
Dude, if you somehow give my brother a jet engine, he finds something stupid to do with it. I mean, he doesn't want to die, right? So he would probably try to be half safe, but he'd do something with it. I thought what you were going to ask me is how many people do I know that would have got on it? And the answer is I know a lot of people that probably would have gotten on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those people that would like, I'll go for a ride. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. And then
no, thank you. You want to see me puke? Actually, you want to like teacups? You know the teacup rides or whatever. There's different versions of it, but basically, you know, like the rides, like the fair rides that go like this, you know, around and then zigzag and stuff. I learned early on when I was a kid that I can't handle those. Like I get motion sickness bad, and I basically keel over. So if I did that, I would vomit.
I'm okay with like my dad was like a bad motion sickness guy.
Yeah, I get it.
Like what? I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the fucking volume kid. Where?
Oh, by the way, did you see Rough and Rowdy's coming to West Virginia next month, and they need fighters? I think like that's the place where you need to fight Eric. I feel like Rough and Rowdy would be the perfect place for you to fight my brother.
Here's my thing to Eric. You want it?
He doesn't want it.
If you still, is he still talking? Has he brought it up at all?
No, but when I bring it up, he still thinks he'd beat your ass. But I'm like, dude, you can't say that. Although he always says it when I bring it up.
You know what you're gonna do now? Every time he says that, you pull up the make sure you have it as a tab opened up on your internet browser.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be one that's, off to the side you never really use, but just have Rough and Ready registration open and be like, this is the place to fight Ray. If you, because Ray's in, I'll wear I'll wear pajama pants to the ring with Bro Bro Plata logos on them. I don't give a fuck.
The reason why Barstool does all of those in West Virginia is because West Virginia don't give no fucks.
As one of the most unstringent athletic associations I have ever seen in my life. I love West Virginia.
That guy at the heavyweight we had on, what was his name? Mark Gordon, is that his name?
Yeah, Mark Gordon.
Yeah, the guy he fought never won a fight as an amateur. And he had a great amateur record. And West Virginia didn't give no fucks. Ohio would not have let that fly. Most states would not have let that fly. West Virginia don't give any fucks. And that's why Rough and Rowdy happens in West Virginia, because they're just like, hey, these are the guys we have. And West Virginia is like, okay, hand over the money.
Yeah. No. As soon as your brother makes a registration, you let me know. Because I will sign up for Rough and Ready.
I'll talk to him tomorrow. I haven't talked to him about it.
Portnoy myself.
I know.
And
when
say,
I tell him that
this is my guy.
It's Portnoy's company. He might do it.
I would message Portnoy a video of me going, I want nothing more than Eric Danko in a boxing match. It doesn't matter what state you put Rough and Ready on. I'll put them gloves on. We'll meet at heavyweight, Daddy, and it's going to be fire at the convention center this Saturday night.
Like, I'm going to make a video, too, and I'm like, listen, I'd love to beat up Ray myself, but I'm out of shape and I'm too fat, but I have chosen my champion.
Yes, you have a crown on.
Yes.
You have a crown on. This is my champion.
Dude, I think we get on.
Portnoy would make us main event. He'd be like, bro, this is like a slice 9 right now. Like this is pizza slice 9 out of 10. I need this.
Rough and Ready sounds like a lubricant brand for alternative lifestyles. You're right, 2 it does.
It
Rough
does.
and Rowdy is the name of this promotion.
No, yeah, Rough and Rowdy. I would do it immediately. Whoever wants to fight me. Whoever wants to put their, I'm gonna make this, and I'm gonna put this as a short.
Dude,
okay?
You know what? No, hold on. I was gonna say, dude, put this on the Cleveland comedy page.
I'll do it. I will immediately say this: any person who wants, and I'm not. Let me say this: not a great fighter, but I'm willing to step in the ring with anyone. It doesn't matter. I'm 225 pounds right now. I do not give a shit. No, you will probably get a guy who's been trained. I will train for it, because once I'm dedicated and I'm in, I have a purpose. So let's go. Whoever wants to fucking do it, I will put my all into that fight. I will try and maintain weight to make sure that it's even for both of us, because I do believe in that. But I am putting it out to any MMA influencer. I am putting it out to any comedian that wants to fight me. Tim's brother. It doesn't matter. I want to have a fight before I'm 40. Like, it's getting ridiculous to where it's like, I don't know how to do the things. My money is not fucking the greatest, but I am putting out the challenge right fucking now. Rough and Ready, or Rough and Rowdy, West Virginia, anytime they're in there, anytime they're somewhere, I will find a way to travel for it. I don't care. Fight me. I want to get in and experience being in a combat situation between me and somebody else, mutual respect the entire time until we get in there. But fight me. I want to have a fight before I'm 40 years old. Let's do this. Not saying I'd win, not saying I'd fucking be a goddamn Rocky Marciano, Tyson Fury kind of guy. I just want to throw hands with somebody one time. Like, let's go.
All right, we're gonna start. I'm gonna start a campaign. I'm gonna get T-shirts made. We're gonna get a website registered. SomebodyFightRay.com.
Just links to Rough and Rowdy.
Somebody fight Ray.
Somebody fight Ray.com. I want make that website, baby. Let's go. I want it. I've always wanted to have a fight. Like I've watched it my whole life, going back to when I was 12 years fucking old, watching Angel Man Freddy versus Paul Spadafora, which I might try and get Paul on this show because I respect Paul.
Now that you've aged out of normal MMA, I feel like the easiest route would be Rough and Rowdy.
Yes. I would look at Portnoy dead in the face and go, I've wanted to have a fight in my life. Like in a ring, gloves. Let's go. It could have MMA gloves, bare knuckle. I mean,
you could just show up down to West Virginia and be like, I want to fight somebody. They'll probably find you somebody to fight.
Probably, but I want to be able to be like, know the person, do the promos against them, but know hey, if
I could get Eric to do it, I would absolutely do that. I would put on the Lord Thoven robe and a crown. He'd be like, I've chosen my champion.
Yes. Lord Thoven has looked all through the empire for one man.
Oh, also, how about I enter Lord Thoven in the ring girl competition?
Yes. Yes. He holds a card well, from what I've heard from other wizards.
Yes.
But right now, I'm putting it out. This is Drunk Ray, who's had one of those stupid new crazy bread fucking things that look like mini pizzas, and a Dave's Cosmic sub for dinner. So I'm kind of drunk, but I will do this on the show. Rough and Rowdy. Anybody wants to go?
When is the next one? Let me check. It's
a couple of months.
No, I think it's a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. In West Virginia, preferably, because that way I can drive to the thing. But I want to have a fight. And I'm above age in the state of Ohio. I don't know what PA or fucking Kentucky will do, or any Indiana. But I want to train for something. Need about, I'd say 6 weeks. Give me 6 weeks, normal training camp to do it, and let's go.
Right now, they're looking for fighters for August 9th. Apply to fight available? Right here. Apply to fight.
Heavyweights available?
I'm sure.
I need a guy. My only fight condition at heavyweight is I need a guy 5'9" and between 5'9" and 6'3". Those are my two. Where we agree on a catch weight and we go. I want it.
Dude, there's no weight classes in Rough and Rowdy. Come on.
I know, but I want a dude at least 225. I don't want to fucking.
What's your nickname, Ray? Hold on. I'm signing you up. What's your nickname?
Don't.
I'm not actually signing you up. I just want to see what questions they ask.
What are some of the questions?
I don't know. They do one at a time. That's the thing. So I have to put an answer in to get the next question.
What was the thing?
Nickname.
Nickname?
Yes. Oh, the alcoholic.
The alcoholic? Yes. I just come out drinking like water out of a Budweiser can.
You know what? I'm afraid to click on it, because I'm afraid I might accidentally sign you up. So I'm not going to do that. Should put a fake name in first.
I like it. No, yeah. Again, I'm in. I have gloves. They're right in my living room. I can provide them. Dave Portnoy, you don't have to buy a pair for me. I'm saving you money already. Should be a part of Barstool.
Man,
Bro Bro Plata part of Barstool? Are you fucking kidding me?
If I was a little bit more in shape, honestly, it's not the in shape part. It's the me. I don't want to ever get hit in the head again.
Yeah, but I would hit you in the body. To be honest,
I still don't want to get hit in the head. But I feel like it would be fun. It would be more fun us fucking going off and making it ridiculous.
Teeing off on each other.
Well, just the videos and shit would be fun.
4 years of frustration, Ray. 4 years.
We'll just start shouting dates out.
This is for this time.
The lost episode, you motherfucker. Yeah.
You got us banned from YouTube for a day.
I'm allowed to watch baseball, you dick. Yeah. Ray, I just signed you up. Your nickname is Lightning Fast. Your first fight is August 9th. You're fighting Darren Till.
All right, I'm down.
That's funny.
He kicked Eddie Hall and debilitated him for a hot minute.
Didn't he fight somebody this weekend? And it didn't go well.
Who? Eddie Hall?
Till. Have we seen the fight yet? Have you not seen your fight
I
yet?
have not seen the fight. The usual place I go is called MMA Core.
No. Have we seen your fight for 3 vids at a fight? Have we seen the fight yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I'm about to show it. Sometimes I'm a fan of like Thai fights, like online. Like I'll get in a mood where I'll go down like a Thai fight rabbit hole. Because I wish I could get my hips to be this flexible, which is why I'd be better as a boxer if I'm being honest with you. But this has always been one of my favorite comedy kickboxing matches, and also this song that's playing underneath. I don't care about the fucking thing, but it fits so well, and this is sort of like a comedy. Kickboxing, basically, like two guys who are just going at it.
Love the tune.
This song slaps. I'm telling you, I listen to this. It's one of my saves on Spotify. Not lying to you. And start going. Jesus Christ. And they're going hard on each other. But, I mean, this has to be work. Somehow. This has to be work. Some of the stuff they do in this video is not. Homeboy nice. Big boy looking. This would be our fight in Rough and Rowdy. I'm almost like, I got a gut too, so skinny boy is me. Good trip.
Enjoying this too.
Huh? What? He punches the ref. He missed it. They punched the ref. Come on. It's part of the fun. Oh, no, it's back this time. He misses and hits the referee.
But you're right. This is wild.
Yeah.
Whatever year and this happened in, I don't know.
This is about 11 years old. Oh.
It looks 30 years old.
Well, it's Thailand in 2000.
But he's not the ref. This guy's just cracking up.
This should be our. He just misses. I'm not gonna lie, Tim. We should do this.
What? Fight? I'm not fighting anyone.
No, do that act where like you're just missing, and I'm like, and then I catch you with like a light shot, and you just fall down the fucking thing to your ass. I think that would be like just comedy Muay Thai. Be kind of fun.
Sounds like wrestling to me.
It probably was a fixed fight, but everybody was laughing and having a good time. But that song, by the way, I have no idea what it's called. I've tried to look it up a bunch. It's one of the greatest pop songs I've ever heard in my life. Like that song is fire.
Shazam didn't catch it?
The sound, Tim.
Have you not tried Shazam?
Tim,
What?
it comes up the same. It comes up the same writing,
Okay.
and I just am lazy to like translate it.
Can
Like
you
the
just put that
text.
into Google and find it, or put that? Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm lazy. Like,
Well, this is your fault then.
I know,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
but it is a great fucking song. Like that is a banger. That fight was a banger. It goes on for like another 2 minutes, but I'm like, I don't think.
So, on my way home with my mother today, driving 6 hours, a lot of static radio stations, and she has a CD player in her car. She's like, I have CDs under my seat, so I get the CDs out, and I'm like, God. I'm like, yeah.
What was in your mom's CD case?
A lot of old rock, a lot of just some AC/DC, some Bon Jovi, some ABBA, a lot of country.
Okay.
And then like the newest rock she has is like Nickelback. And the one that I'm like, all right, this might be the one I can handle. Theory of a Dead Man, Scars and Souvenirs.
Holy fuck.
So we listened to that. That's the one with Bad Girlfriend on it.
Yeah.
And So Happy and I Hate My Life and
Yes.
All or Nothing. That had a lot of hits on it, actually. That had a lot of hits on it.
That is probably the Theory of a Dead Man album.
Probably.
Everybody knows
It had the most hits on
that.
it.
Yeah. Everybody knows that
But
album.
one song that I was hoping it was on that album, but it wasn't. And afterwards, I'm like, did I need to fucking hear the song? And I listened to it earlier. Shit. Oh, No Surprise. Now I'm like in a Theory of a Dead Man kick, which is weird, a little embarrassing. But listen, they're basically a hard pop band. Like they make pop songs.
Yeah.
But there is a lyric, dude. Some of their lyrics now are like, dude, that's a rough lyric. But the song I Hate My Life, I hate what I can't tell when a girl's underage. I want to tell her she's a nice piece of ass and her dad punches me in the face. I'm like, whoa.
Well,
I'm like,
I mean, even at Low Life, their song Low Life, not the Kid Rock song.
Right.
Their version of Low Life, it's rough to read the lyrics now. Like, I loved that song when I was at the age when it was appropriate and to be that low life. But like,
yeah,
that band was specifically going for 18 to like 25. Like they were aiming.
They aggressively
for that.
sell out. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you listen to like the last, well, they actually just released something recently. I haven't listened to it yet. They have a song called Dinosaur. I haven't listened to it yet. But anyway, the last album that I heard, it sounded like they were just listening to the pop radio and they're like, let's just do this. And it's funny because they try to sell out so hard that I kind of have to respect it. Because honestly, they're pretty decent at it. Because the thing is that they're basically, they're a hard rock band, but they're a pop band like Nickelback. They're a pop band, but that plays in lower tuning. But the thing is, they make catchy songs. They do. I'm not gonna like fight with you that like Theory of a Dead Man's one of the great rock bands. But
no, I will not make that argument.
Right. I don't think anyone would. But the thing is, like, I saw them live a couple times, and they're fun, man. They have sing-along songs. They're fun. Yeah. And they're like a hard pop band, and they have catchy shit, and they're good at making catchy songs. And good at what I call the novelty song. Like the kind of song that like, yeah, it's basically a novelty that will be a hit like Bad Girlfriend or I Hate My Life. Like they're great at that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
They've been doing it like 20 some years.
The earworm, as I like to call it, where it's that like it gets in your head and like you'll be at work or you'll be out at like a restaurant and all of a sudden you're just like, I hate my life. Or like she's a gold digger. Those things pop through my head every once in a while, like Theory of a Dead Man song.
Do you know the song "The Bitch Came Back"?
That's a theory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bitch came back the next day. I believe that was pulled from a kid's song called "The Cat Came Back," and they like just thought it was funny, and they're like, let's just make it, you know. It may have been the other way around, but I don't think it was.
How much drank you got left?
Few minutes left.
Okay, I was gonna go grab a couple more, but if you're like almost
done. I could. Nah, no, I've been drinking the head. Yeah. Well, I got like 10, 15. I mean, you can probably get one more.
Yeah, one more. I'll be right back. Oh no!
Get it again. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell everyone is Theory of a Dead Man is a listenable. Milky fucked it up again. It's okay. It's fine. We're just gonna look at his metallic penis. Is anyone here? Again, this is the great thing about our 4-year anniversary, because this is what we do. Nonsense to no one, just into the void. Like what the Shane Gillis joke, and onto a server that will outlast humanity. Yeah, that's what we do. Just content. It's here. It's here. Whether you like it or not, it's happening. It's in your face. It's here. Guardians won, thank goodness. The bitch came back. Now I'm curious to look for the this Theory of a Dead Man song to see who is credited as writers here. Theory of a Dead Man. Okay, we got that. Canadian. Yes, they are very Canadian. Discovery. Yes. Scars and Souvenirs. Yes. And then no, wrong album. Okay, Bish came back. Okay, so track listing. Crap. Really? I was really hoping that there would be a page 4. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just reading stuff. I was trying to see if there was there's a woman that wrote that song. Okay, anyway, I was just trying to see if they had to credit anybody for this song. Anyway, I'm just looking at the Theory of a Dead Man song to see if they pulled it from a kid's song or a kid's song pulled it from them. Really? Okay. All right. Okay. This is hilarious. Okay, so the song came out in 1997.
Oh,
that's funny.
Why didn't I take myself off?
You tried. You just didn't do a good job.
Anyway, it's a darkened room. Nobody's saw it.
Hold on a second.
One more PTO day, and then I need to go back to work.
Sorry, I'm looking at this Cat Came Back song. It was definitely the Cat Came Back was definitely before the Theory of a Dead Man song. So they definitely pulled it from this song, which is actually really funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know where the first person that wrote it, because they're not credited on their Theory of a Dead Man song.
It's
so
public domain.
It might be. That's what I'm saying. If it might be, depending on like this one says it's a Christmas song in 1893. If that's the same one, then of course it's public domain. Yeah. But that's like, but I'm saying I'm giving them credit, the band Theory of a Dead Man, because it's like that's clever and weird and kind of creepy, but it works.
Speaking of Nickelback, I did fall for a video, Tim, and it made me sad.
What?
It was one of those, like, you know, those people where they'll be like, I'm gonna take you off here and just put myself in solo mode, where it's like, hey, remember the guy from this band? Yeah, and it's the same person. It was the wise man joke about Chad Kroeger, where he was doing nativity scenes.
Oh,
yeah. It was like he was Joseph, he was Mary to mixed reviews.
Gotcha.
And then he never made it as a wise man.
Yeah, never made it as a wise man. I gotcha.
Oh, I fell for it. I realized what it was. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Right, and also people don't know this, that he was actually he was around during the Great Depression, and he had to attempt to, take what did not belong to him to feed himself, and he, because he didn't have any money, but he wasn't good at that either. He got arrested every time. I guess you could say he couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing.
He was living like an animal.
It's a different song. Come on.
Oh man, he's driving back in black or whatever the fuck the thing was.
What?
I always.
Oh, that's Animal. That's Animal. Okay.
Yeah, Animal.
I hate that song. That song sucks. That song's creepy as fuck.
It is, dude. 05 was like.
Man, Theory of a Dead
time.
Man. All these fucking Canadian rock bands are pedophiles, bro.
Well, I think they were just doing the old Jerry Lewis shit, where it was like, or like even. You remember that song where it's like, she's only 16 years old. Leave her.
She's only
alone.
17. A lot of those.
Well, no, the one, the fucking, that one, If I Could Fly by what's his fuck? If I could fly, I'd pick you up and take you into the night. It's about like a 16-year-old chick, and the fucking dude looks like he's 40. Like you're like, the video's horrible. If anyone wants to say anything about Billy Squier, which I'm going to defend Billy Squier right now because it ruined his career at the time, but the video for Rock Me Tonight is less creepy and less fucking just strange than If I Could Fly, I'd Pick You Up. That fucking song is a creepy. Yeah.
Now, Mr. Johnson had troubles of his own. He had a yellow cat who wouldn't leave his home. He tried and he tried to give the cat away. He gave it to a man going far, far away. But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back.
Dude,
they
I'm
thought
not
he
gonna
was
lie,
a
that's
gunner,
bad.
but the cat came back. He just couldn't stay away.
Like, it's got that perfect.
Yeah, so this is it would have 1800. So this was a public domain. So Theory of a Dead Man heard this and like, you know what, dude? How about the bitch came back and we don't have to fucking pay anybody for it? And it was a hit.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta now bring this up. Cause yeah, that song slaps. Like for being a kid song, like I can understand why that slaps so hard.
That's funny. Like I knew that song for years before I heard that, and I like my nieces played it. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, so I had to, and not till just now that I realized it. I mean, it was like, originally written in the 1890s. So yeah, it's public domain.
That's probably the most genius shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, oh, here it is. The bitch came back. This is just the song. It's not the video.
Mm-hmm.
The bitch came back the very next day. Oh, the bitch came back. Thought she was a goner, but the bitch came back. She couldn't stay away. Don't you know the bitch came back?
Wow,
Yeah,
dog.
dude. We learned something today.
Yes, we did. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's I want to hear the story about that, honestly. Maybe he did talk about it somewhere.
Tim, what you got to do now is you got to go on Theory of a Dead Man's website, go all the way down to press, and then get the email of whoever we have so we can, because I want to get to the bottom of this.
I just want, I will do a 3-minute interview where we just hear this story. That's all I want.
I would be probably a 50 minutes of content just from me asking questions.
Yeah, honestly, dude, it's genius.
Yeah,
because it's catchy as fuck, and I worked for, and it was public domain, so they didn't have to pay anybody.
I kind of want somebody to do.
So I'm assuming he had kids, and his kids ran into it, and he's like, and this one day he was just fucking around with a guitar, and he's like, "Didn't cat came back?" I'm like, "What if we just did kid?" I'm like, that's that might work. And
and
it's and it's real, and it really is. That's a theory of a dead man type song. Bitch came back. But
wow,
yeah, that's interesting, dude.
that's fucking mind blowing, dog.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now I want people to keep doing that.
Nah.
Canton racist. Fuck this bitch, dude. I don't know. Now my dick just start to
Fuck
itch.
this
Oh,
bitch
dude,
and all her friends. Doo-dah.
Dude. Now I want to make an outlaw country song. That's basically that, like a Colt Ford style song. Musically. Fuck this bitch and all her friends. Oh, the poo-tang day.
Oh, the poo now get. Oh, the dick she won't. Bet my money on a skanky friend. I got the crabs.
And then a rap verse. That's gonna work, dude. That's a jelly roll type song. That's a hit. We just did it, dude.
Yes. All right. Well, we need to remember this tomorrow because I have time. So I'm probably gonna message you.
What are we gonna do? I don't know. Can we get AI to do it? I don't know.
No. That could be an option. AI. We send it to that drummer guy, and he has to do the fucking dun 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 dun.
Actually, I'm sure rappers have probably used Captain Races as a sample. They had to have.
Probably. There's somebody that's done it.
What's another one?
Thank you guys for watching, by the way. Appreciate every single person. Thank you to Maz, real quick. Chris from the MMA Holes, you sexy bitch, you, for coming on for 2 hours and talking. Appreciate you for, or 2 hours and 15 minutes. Like I said, I started feeling bad after 2:01. I'm like, no, we kept him from JBM, and like, we talked, and he had a great time, it seems, so we can't really complain.
Yeah, I figure we get him for like 20 minutes. But that was great. You know, it's not something we ask him to do very often. I think he's been on like one other time. Yeah. So
yeah.
And we're
always good for collabs. Like I'm always down for collaborations with people.
What? No,
I think there's a guy that oh no, he stopped his podcast, sadly.
Dude, I honestly think we put it together. We just make like a redneck rap video. Oh my gosh, I think that would work.
Yeah, we could do it down in T County. I'd drive for that.
That'd be a perfect place for it. We're shooting out fireworks, riding 4-wheelers, and
just those volcanoes. We turn the cameras on like right as they're fucking like spraying fucking.
My uncle was telling me that there's a fireworks place close about where my grandparents live in that area, but they sell the hardcore fireworks to the hardcore shows. Like they basically
and shit.
Yeah, but they send all their shit out mostly, and you're actually not allowed to buy anything in their warehouse if you have a Pennsylvania driver's license. So if you have an out-of-state license, you can buy whatever you want. So I thought about going, but I'm not a fireworks guy. I don't really care. But it'd be funny to just like buy a bomb.
With some Amish kid.
Hoya, I don't know what you're talking. Oh wait, you know what? Maybe I have seen it. I don't know. Shoot, what was? Oh, yeah. No one died at the family reunion, if that's what you're wondering.
No, I was more. Which one did you get more drunk at?
Oh, so I barely got drunk at either of them.
What?
I know, because my brother wanted to leave. I had 2 drinks, and he's like, "That's enough. We can leave." Because the truth is, we don't know all the people there, and a lot of them aren't really. It's not that one wasn't really a family reunion. So we didn't know a lot of people. And when my cousins left, we didn't really have anybody to talk to. My dad was talking to other people, and so it's like, let's just leave. So they left. I only had 2 drinks. And at my mom's family one, I didn't have any drinks at all. So
okay.
Yeah. So
I was kind of proud of myself, although I did give in to getting high, and my girlfriend was okay with it.
Mainly because it was too hot. It was super hot, and I didn't want to. I just drank water.
I got baked at her sister's house. And her parents were there.
Hi, everybody. It's my new boyfriend. Hey, everybody.
Well, luckily I was on a sativa at the time. I was kind of like going between two.
You guys want to hang out in the garage and listen to Yes?
Have you heard the Pinball Wizard? I think
Have you
you'll
heard the
enjoy-
bass line and roundabout? Yeah.
Neil Peart's drumming in Limelight gives me a boner.
Dude, it's fine. I just watched a video, one of those Dremio videos of the Mars Volta drummer who never heard Limelight, like trying to, yeah. She was doing Limelight without, they played the track without the drums, and she's never heard it apparently, so she was making up her own part in Limelight.
What? Fuck you! How about that? Don't do that.
That's what they do it to everyone. It's interesting, but it's crazy how often they get it close.
Well, yeah. I mean, some you can hear it and be like, okay, this is where this goes. This is where. A lot of guys have that, or guys and gals have that trained ear where you're just like.
Well, drummers have weird brains, man. They have that brain. Drummer brain is a different thing.
Where they know where to fill in,
even
where
if
they're supposed to.
Yeah,
be.
even if I tried to learn the drums, I don't know if I had that.
That was the first instrument I ever played as a little kid. Was my babysitter's brother had drums, or her dad had drums, and they would let me as like a 3-year-old kind of like play around with it, and then the dad would let me take the things away and go, okay, that's enough. Like I
That's
remember
enough
that
of you
shit
going
from, like
boom,
being like 3, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, from being like 3 years old and being in the basement of that place. I could probably still remember the layout of that house. It's weird. I don't know how, but I remember there was punching bags. That was the first punching bag I ever hit in my life. Was at 4 years old?
Oh my gosh.
4 years old?
Tramp Town races.
She's gone, Tramp Town races, sing this song.
I'm looking it up. I feel like there has to be something. It has to be something someone's done. Tramp Town
The
races.
bitch is gone, Tramp Town races, sing this song.
Oh my gosh. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere.
Well, tomorrow that's our project, Tim. Like we're officially drunk projecting.
Tramp Town races.
Tramp Town races.
Gosh darn it.
I kind of want to make it like a
Our Tramp Town faces. Maybe.
No, Tramp Town races. I think it would be the best one.
Yeah, but what a
it
rate
goes into the chorus and like, she has left me all alone. Like I feel like there's stuff there that you can do. And it's just outlaw country. Like that bitch left me all alone in a
Dude,
house.
like I said, I'm thinking, what's that
with
song?
bed.
Oh, it was that song by Rehab, sitting on a bar on the outside. That song. I'm thinking that, like that style. Tramp Town racist when it don't go to do that.
I'm envisioning something way different, like almost like a Down in the Sticks, or who's the don't bow 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 bow. Can't remember.
I don't know. You and Ray, you don't know who Tim is gonna pick this week, and Seiko or Blue Ho. I guess you'll have to wait and see. Who is Tim's hero of the week? So the Cleveland Guardians got 5 guys on the All-Star team.
Yes, they do.
Jose Ramirez, Stephen Kwan, starters.
Okay.
Manuel Clase, the best closer in baseball right now. As well as Josh Naylor and David Fry. David Fry, I have a feeling they may not play David Fry. The reason I say that is because, he's the kind of guy you need in an emergency situation.
Okay.
If it goes extra innings or somebody gets hurt or something, he can play
he's a clutch
almost
player.
every position on the field. So I feel like he'd be the guy that may not be an I'm an out and not get the play, because he'd be like the emergency guy, because he can play, he can catch, he can play the corner, outfield, and infield positions. Anyway, but this week's hero of the week, dude, our girl Caitlin Clark got a triple-double. Did you see this?
Yes. I did. I wish I would have saved this or sent it to you to see if you would let me put this on or not, but some like one of those random Facebook pages somebody shares had a thing of Caitlin Clark over Ice Cube's head, and it says Caitlin Clark fucked around and got a triple double. Like today was a good day, and I'm like, I don't want to know if I can put this. I feel like that part of my head
see
came
those
off.
words. I saw those words, but I didn't see that picture.
I saw somebody posted a photo of him in a lowrider, and it says, "Last night, Caitlin Clark fucked around and got a triple double." And I'm like, that's one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think she had like 13, 12, and 19 or something like that.
Good for her, man.
Yeah.
Like she is right now, Caitlin Clark to me is, if I can say this, like she is so hated.
It's funny.
No reason.
No real reason.
Absolutely none. Besides
she's
the fact, like
she's not the only white star in the WNBA. She may be the most popular, but she's not even
with the most
I know.
eyes on her.
She's not even she's not the best.
If you want to make, and I'm gonna say this,
but she is
statement,
more entertaining than a lot of players. Anyway, what?
I'm gonna make this sexist statement, and I don't care. You want to talk about the idea that women are catty and all that kind of stuff? This is the most catty shit I've ever seen. Like this is petty.
It's not just
on a
the players,
level I've never witnessed in any women's thing ever.
It's
Makes
not
no
just
sense.
it's not just them. I mean, it's fans. It's not just.
That's what I'm
players.
saying. Like it's weird. It's fucking weird.
It's men too. It's fans. It's not just...
Well, I mean, that one's more about what she is rather than who she is. Like
listen, I still think it's
seen.
I still think it's good for the WNBA. I think it would be interesting if Angel Reese just came out and said, "I fucking hate this bitch." That'd be great. That'd be great television.
Bro,
like she already on the court. It seems like she does hate her, but off the court, she's like, "No, I like her." I'm like, "Stop that, dude. Sell tickets.
Yeah.
Sell her. Just
Shit
tell people."
talk, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Honestly, because I honestly don't think she likes her. She's just trying to save face. I'm like, "Dude, we'll sell tickets," and you're like, "I fucking hate this bitch."
I can get a how tall is Angel Reese?
I don't know, probably 6'2". Let me look.
I can find. I think I know a 6'2" comedian that would love to play Angel Reese in a sketch for fucking shit talking 101.
That was funny.
That bitch ain't shit. Like that's
6'3".
Oh, still, I know somebody, but you just have that.
You know a
bitch ain't
6'3"
shit.
woman?
I've known a few in my life.
You know a 6'3" black woman? I don't.
But we can fudge the numbers.
Fudge the number. Just fudge the numbers. Don't fudge anything else.
But like, no, yeah, I think that'd be kind of funny. Say it after me, Angel. This bitch ain't shit.
This bitch.
It would be. That would be the most. Or we get somebody of, because I don't know what people would say if a white dude was saying that shit. Like, who knows? But like, that should be shit talking 101. Should be a fucking like YouTube commercial. We're here.
That seems like it'd be like a Key and Peele type character, like Rob Johnson, shit talk expert.
No, it's shit. It's I think it should be a company that like sends motivational speakers, but they just like they'll teach people how to just really talk shit. Or like corporate, what do you call those? Corporate, I don't know, team building exercises kind of things.
I don't know, but I think it would be funny. Yeah. What other situations other than sports you need to talk shit? I don't know. It's mostly just sports.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they just get the guys who like you're like there's potential for this guy to like rock it off. Like why is he not? Oh, it's because he's too nice. Oh, send him to shit talking 101.
That would be funny.
Your coach is telling me you're not talking enough shit on the line. You need to start it. Get in his head.
Do you think you put asses in seats with your athletic ability? What world are you living in, motherfucker?
Tim.
What?
Again, project tomorrow, shit talking 101 scripts. I think that'd be perfect.
That would be
But
fun.
we didn't get exactly. You said the Guardians are doing well, or no, the All Stars.
Yeah. No, I
gave
gave
us back on Hero of the Week.
What? Okay. No, no. Here of the week is Caitlin Clark for the triple double. I'll give it to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm drunk, but still, again,
you're allowed to be. Pulse has no power in Texas right now, as far as we know. Yes. Which I don't. Man,
he
I
doesn't
wouldn't
have power right now. Yeah.
I don't know how he's like charging his phone. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, his
popped
car
in for
maybe.
a hot minute, so at least I'm glad he let us know he was safe. Like, that's the one thing right now that like is on my mind is Pulse. Like, work isn't even on my fucking mind.
And I do hope
more than it's Pulse.
I do hope his dog is okay because
I care more about the man than I do the dog. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the thing. I think Pulse will be fine. Like, he'll survive the heat. He'll be fine. But as a dog, that's why I say that, because I know Pulse will be fine. But figuring out what to do with the dog, that's difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Now I'm out of steam. I need to eat, or I will keel over.
Yeah, I'm about to go eat 2 more like crazy bread monstrosities from fucking Little Caesars and pass the fuck out. So
you know what time it is, Ray? It's
what
chunky
time is
soup time. Chunky soup time.
Ooh, I might look to see if we have any chunky soup.
Dude, a week or so ago, I had 18 cans of chunky soup in my. So I just, I got the grocery
You're
money.
fucking fat. You eat 18 cans of chunky soup in a week.
Not in a week. Also,
right,
calorie-wise,
so
they're not
town,
that bad.
So you couldn't really do that much. But 3 days?
Dude, of all the things, they're not that bad. I mean, fast food is way worse than chunky soup.
I will give you that. I will acquiesce
way
to
worse.
that statement.
Also, I have to make a grocery order tomorrow. I got to think of some new stuff. Corn on the cob, maybe. I'll get a bunch of corn on the cob.
Ooh.
I'm pretty pro corn on the cob. I love corn on the cob.
Try the 1 potato diet.
Nope. No. Listen, man, I'm too depressed to have willpower right now with food. That's why I need drugs.
I
know you're laughing, but I'm also not lying to you.
I know it's dark, but just the way you said it made me laugh. When you're like, I'm too depressed to have willpower.
It's
That's
true.
the most honest statement I've ever heard a human say in my life. And again, on this show, it's all love, but like that made me just like, I don't know, that hit like a place in my chest where I'm like, that would be something Tim Daniels. I love you, and you know that. It was just the way you said it was perfect.
I was thinking about this today. Just like as a fat dude, like I fear dating fat women because I like fat people who date each other completely fine, but just don't kiss in public. It's like fat people kissing each other in public is one of the grossest looking things. Dude, look, it looks like 2 manatees, lady and a tramping a fish.
And with that, thank you for being on Bro Bro Plata. You're wrong.
Did you step on my punchline?
Yes, because you're wrong. I'm not gonna do.
I was making a joke, and you stepped on my punchline.
Oh, because I thought you were serious.
Fuck you, Ray.
What were you gonna say?
And listen, and with that, 4 years was a good run. Hanging them up, everybody.
2 manatees. What?
Lady and a tramping a fish together.
Aw, that sounds delightful. Actually, I'd pull my camera out if I saw that shit.
So would I. I also do it when 2 fat people are kissing. Like, look at that. Anyway.
It's called love, Tim.
Although I will be honest, I don't like to see anybody kissing in public. So
weird.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something.
I mean, hold on, like it's fine. I'm talking about like making out, brother. That's weird.
I'm
Don't
gonna
do that.
tell you something. Me and my girlfriend, we're in that phase still, but it's so adorable.
To you, it is. To everyone else, it's fucking gross.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But I'm so like the PDA. She's the first girl in a long time to give me like legitimate PDA where I can tell it's from the heart, and I'm like, oh, fucking goddamn, fucking, where have you been, ho? Where have you been?
Mm-hmm.
Love that girl.
Strong word, Raymond.
I love her.
That's one thing I do know from you is you pull that one out pretty quick.
I do.
I have learned that
I'm
very
that
quickly.
guy, but like this is.
You're definitely that guy.
Oh.
I'm the opposite. It takes me like a year and a half.
Well,
and even then, I'm like, I don't believe it though.
I mean, from the way your dad raised you, yes.
Oh, okay. Quickly, my father leased the field from his cousin in front of my grandmother's and in front of cousin Mike's house. And he's gonna build a dirt bike track there. And my cousin Mike's like, dude, I have a front row seat to your father's shenanigans or whatever he's doing in that field. I'm like, please put cameras up. He's like, dude, I will. Like, please do it. I want a live stream of my dad doing weird shit on dirt bikes. Like,
yes. Starts doing backflips and shit. I'll put that on Bro Bro Plata.
I'm just feel like we get a lot of views on my dad's. I don't know, whatever happens. I hope nothing happens.
Cam,
but
if there's a way we could hook up and just have a 24/7 and then do a live stream on the same channel every week, and then just tune into the dank cam.
Dad cam.
The dank dad cam.
We have a dad cam, and then it becomes very popular, and people are going to ask, Ray, why don't you have a dad cam? And then we do it. We do it one day. We just have a live feed of your father's. R.I.P., sir. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I would do it. To be honest, every once in a while,
where's dad cam?
Just come in and be like, "Hey, Dad, I missed you," and then walk out.
She's throwing a tennis ball up against it like that.
Yeah.
That Brett Thomas joke.
I was about to say, Brett. I
was trying to think of his name.
I gave him that joke. And he turned it into what he made it, and he's made it 10 times better than what I originally gave him, and I love him for that joke. Like the fact that he made that his own, and like, we need to get Brett on this show. Brett would probably do the show.
Only He-Man has the power. Pulse, is your dog okay? I'm worried about your dog. Take your dog into Walmart. All right. I hope everything's okay. I got to go eat chunky soup.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you Thursday, getting ready for a week of new week of fights. Hopefully it doesn't suck. And we will see you, as always, at the Kumite, fam.
Tramtown racist, slap that bitch, doo-da, stick it hard and make her twitch all the doo-da day.